Hello, you spectacular specimens of humankind, you glorious individuals. You exquisite human beings. How you doing on this glorious Monday night? How's it going? How's things? Well, come on in.
Subscribed. Most kind.
I have moved house 4 times and worked 3 different jobs since starting this streak. Consistent through it all with awesomeness and support. The one, the only, the vainglorious Val and Vain. Hello.
How's it going, Dr. K? 47 months. 47 months. You've moved 4 times, worked 3 different jobs. Good Lord. That is outrageous. That is actually outrageous, Dr. K. Good Lord. I should now describe your name upon the mirror. Vain. By having your name upon the mirror at Vain means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, harra, sexy. Oh yes, meow, you know? Why is it telling me my ad break? I've been live 6 minutes and it's telling me my ad break is only just ending. It should have literally played 3 minutes of adverts right at the beginning of it. Never mind. Fuck it, whatever, doesn't matter. Just ignoring it and cracking on. Do you know what I mean? Ignoring it and cracking on. Fuck it, whatever. Thank you very much, Dr. K. 47 months is such an outrageously long period of time. Such an outrageously long period of time, you know? Let me say hello to everybody. How's it going, Dapper Cogsworth? Hello, Althena Luna. Hello, Zooty Booty. Onion Pencil, you glorious individual. How's it going? Phoenix of the Fence. Hello, you beautiful being. Manda, welcome back on in. How you doing? Sparkling individuals. Today I'm feeling very dark. Dark and mysterious. Dark and mysterious. But we're getting there. We're getting there steadily but surely, you know? I've got a very heavy chest today. Very heavy chest and a very tight throat. So I feel like I might have been picking up whatever lurgies are going around at the moment, which is a pain in the hoop. But we are getting through it, you know. How's it going, Althena Luna? You're almost there to afford the cheap brat train. Oh my God, the timing needs to be good at cashing it. That is very true. That is very true, Althena Luna. You gotta make sure you time it correctly. You gotta make sure you time it correctly, otherwise it'll just go to waste. As it has happened in the past. Somebody redeemed a cheap brat train and was like, cool, I'll make it the cheap brat train. It didn't, nothing happened. We didn't have a brat train for the entire stream. You know, so you gotta keep your eyes peeled for it, you know? Gotta keep your eyes peeled. I'm glad that you people are saving them. That's pretty cool. How's it going, Poppy darling? Hello, you beautiful beam. Time zone and mocha all. I've got tea. Time zone and tea. Time zone and tea, you know? What is cheap brat train? So basically, Dabber Cogsworth, I have my brat train settings, so that the hype train, as it is on Twitch, the hype train, I have it set so I think you've got, if I remember correctly, it's got to be 4 unique instances, so a subscription or bits over 100 bits. So it's got to be 4 unique situations. It's either 4 or 5, should I say, unique instances. So it can't be like one person doing this many bits and this many subscriptions. It has to be 5 unique people donating to the brat train, and then it'll kick off a brat train. And also the cooldown of it is like 2 hours. So once we've finished a brat train, there's like a 2-hour wait between when it finishes and the next one being able to start. The cheap brat train redemption, the channel point redemption, means that I will put, for the entire stream, I will put it on the lowest amount, which I believe is either 2 or 3 individual instances to start a brat train. Excuse me, to start a brat train. And only 1 hour downtime. So it really does. There's a big difference. There's a big difference, you know? Yeah, I know? Oh, I've been needing a tea. I've been holding off getting myself a tea this afternoon because I was like, oh, I'm going to be streaming soon. I'll get a tea later. I'm going to be streaming soon. It's just like, oh my God. 100,000 point literally makes impromptu erections cheaper. Yep, basically. Basically, yeah. Basically. Another part of your stream, your glorious van looking beautiful as ever. Oh, Poppy darling, calm yourself. Calm yourself. MZ Amazing, you take it easy. You lurk away, you beautiful bean.
Most kind.
Well, I have to say, you've gifted a sub there, Dr. K, but you've just gifted a sub to me. You've just gifted a sub to me directly, you know, the flap inspector. That's what I do. I inspect. Well, I was going to say something delightfully inappropriate about my girlfriend there, but never mind. Dr. K. Ross, thank you very much for giving that sub to Flap Inspector. By having your name on the mirror of any means, you get access to my Snapchat, not a bum, Snapchat, you cheeky devil, and of course you get access to all the 6 little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror, go, God, I look rough. Well, God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy, ooh, yes, meow, you know? You know, how's it going, Jam Jar Brain? Hello, you beautiful bean. Oh, so for example, there's a perfect example, Dapper Cogsworth. As Dr. K subscribed themselves and then gifted a subscription to Flap Inspector, that would still only count as one instance on a hype train like situation, because it would be like one instance of one person doing something. It has to be like 5 different people doing things, you know? You know? Hello, Calandra. Hello, you beautiful bean. How's it going? Zooty Booty contributing 10,000 channel points in total to the dedicated Yorkshire stream. How are we doing with the Yorkshire stream? How's it looking? How's it looking, friends? Babbly, hello, you beautiful bean. Authenticator, how you doing? How's it going? Nearly 4 years. Waves and Brawley. Yeah, wow. That is wow. That wild. 4 years. I've only moved house twice, hoping I don't have to move again. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. I have not moved house once in all of that time, but I have moved the studio around about... Well, we went from... Oh my God, Jesus, where did we start? We started in the wardrobe, then we moved to the bedroom, then we moved around the bedroom, then we moved to the room behind us, then we moved into this room, then we moved from in the window to the... where the fuck me sofa is. Then we moved it back into the window but a quirky angle. So that's 3 times here. So 6 times. 6 times in 6 years I have moved this studio around. 6 times in 6 years. Good lordy. You know? Hair's looking especially curly today. Yeah?
Most kind.
Heinz varieties.
Indeed. Beans, soup, ketchup. Did they do anything else? Did they do anything else? Did Heinz do anything else? Isn't that their entire repertoire? There's 57 varieties is the ketchup. What? Garlic and herb sauce. Well, they do like loads of sauces, don't they? They do soups, they do sauces, and they do beans. That's like it. That is like it. I know that they've recently brought out a barbecue sauce, which is like pink, and that unnerves me that it is literally a pink sauce. You know, a pink condiment. Classic junk, you beautiful bean. I should now describe your name on the mirror vein. Can I get a shout out for Classic Chunk, please? By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh God, I look rough. Well, God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? You know? It's been on the label since forever. You're just not a condiment label reader. Fuck it. I read like the title of it. I'm like, this is Heinz. Cool. Put that in my. It's Heinz and it's got sauce.
Panda to it. Panda to it.
Heinz have decided to do mix-ups of a load of their sauces, including one they called Saucy Sauce. I think the marketing dept had given up by that point. LUL.
I'm not surprised. What should we call this one? Fuck it. Call it Saucy Sauce. How you doing, Shade Secrets? How's it going? Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings. Just like, fuck it. Saucy Sauce. That'll do. Fuck it. Saucy Sauce. Whatever. Just whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter, right? I love that. Yeah, we saw the barbecue sauce, which is like a mix. I don't know how they've made it as pink as it is, because it's like a mix between mayonnaise and barbecue sauce, if I remember correctly. And it's just like, this is interesting. Interesting. You know, the hair's looking particularly curly today. Just to go with my very alluring...
Subscribed. Most kind.
Chris Zink, you cheeky devil. Thank you very much for coming in here for the 22 months. There you go. Dapper Cogsworth is 5 things. 5 things in order to start off the hype train. Because we haven't started it yet, and there's definitely been 4 that I have counted. So there you go. Now you know. Now you all know. Chris, thank you, beautiful being, coming in for the 22 months. Good lord, nearly 2 years. Nearly 2 years, Chris. I should now inscribe your name on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes, but the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Good God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, hurrah, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? You know? We're okay. It's all right. It's balancing. It's balancing. We're all right. Do you know what I mean? Twitch is on some shite lately. I had like 9 minutes of adverts in a stream earlier. It wasn't my stream though, was it, Erish told me? And was that at the genuine question? Was that at the beginning of the stream or was it like mid-stream? Because my adverts have been running for... They should only run for 3 minutes. They literally should run for 180 seconds. All right, that is all the amount of time they should be running. But I know that like I've run 3 minutes of adverts at the very, very beginning of the stream. And like when I came back 6 minutes later, it was like, you have 10 seconds of adverts left. I'm like, no. There should only be 3 minutes of adverts. The actual fuck. You know, how's it going, Stupedia? Hello, Doom Hippie. How you doing? How's it going? Curly Solidarity. You know it. You know it. Vayner indeed, huh? Excuse me? What? What? Poppy darling, what? How's it going, Millen? Hello, you beautiful bean. How's it going? Zabadian, hello, you beautiful bean. You have dinner. I hope that it is delightfully tasty. I hope that it tantalizes your taste buds and you're like, oh my god. I hope that with each bite, Zabadian, each bite of the dinner, like you pick the fork up towards your mouth and your mouth immediately salivates in anticipation of the next bite. That is what I hope for you, friend. That is what I hope for you. Okay? So we're lucky to be a cabin near the beach. So that's very, very cool. Keep you healthy. Sea air, the ocean air. Yeah, definitely keep you healthy. Every time I go away to Ireland, where we stay in Ireland is near the coast, and it's like, yeah, blows away the cobwebs, as my dad says. Blows away the cobwebs. I think I'm going to want to coordinate with others, so I know that there are people with money to throw at you and not have to go to waste. That is fair. That is fair. I am not going to encourage this behavior, Althina Luna. In fact, I'm actively not going to get involved. Do you know what I mean? Because I know what you people are like. You're outrageous. You're absolutely outrageous. You know? Thank you for explaining. You're very welcome, Dab Cogsworth. Very, very welcome indeed. Oh, shucks, you are beautiful. I am beautiful. It's true. It's very, very true. I am beautiful. Today's been a bit of a weird day, if I'm completely honest. In fact, you know what? The weekend has been a bit of a weird weekend. I've been in a bit of a funk this weekend. McSteffels was meant to be joining me this weekend, but unfortunately she wasn't able to do so. So I was sort of like a bit of a loss this weekend. All the stuff that we were planning on doing together we weren't able to do. So I was just like, right, okay, what do I do with my weekend? I ended up working quite a lot. Working on projects. I'm hoping to roll out in July. I'm hoping to roll out towards the end of July, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. New projects for you filthy individuals out there. New projects for filth wizards. Because that's the way, we like it. You know? Thank you for using the token for goodness and wisdom. 100%. I will. Oh, the talk? Yeah. I'll definitely do that. I do my best, Onion Pencil. I've started actually rolling out some of my TikToks because I realized that not every... This is the thing. Okay, friends, this is the thing. So I was having a conversation about... how's it going, Lady Cleo? Hello, you beautiful bean. Get a cheeky little shout out for Lady Cleo as well. People go check out Lady Cleo Cabaret. Lady Cleo Cabaret is a phenomenal human being. It was recently their birthday. It was recently their birth anniversary. And you should go over and click on that follow button as a gift. As a happy birthday gift from me and my community to Lady Cleo. Because they're a well worthwhile individual. If you like the vibes here, you'll like the vibes in Lady Cleo's. Do you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. What was I saying? Yeah, I was having a conversation with some other content creators t'other week, and they were talking about like how they have anyway, they were talking about how they replicate the same content. So they'll do like a stream, for example. They'll do like a full 5-hour, 6-hour stream, and then they will take that VOD and put it onto YouTube. Take the VOD and edit it down so that it's like the best bits, put it onto a separate YouTube channel, then take clips from that best bits and put those onto TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. And I'm like, that is so much work. That is so much work. And they're like, oh, but you already do the work. And it's like, no, you don't. Because you do the work in regards to, okay, you film a 5-hour stream, but then you have to go through at least those 5 hours in order to edit it, to make sure there's nothing in there that's inappropriate or what have you. Then you have to edit it down again, so you have to mark out all the bits you want to cut and edit it down again. Then you have to mark the bits that are going to be good for the various different platforms, you know what I mean? And I'm like for me, I do different content on pretty much every platform. Do you know what I mean? I do different content on pretty much every platform. On Twitch, we sit and we banter and we have good laugh and we chat shit. And do you know what I mean? Like that's what we do. Do you know what I mean? And we'll play some games and it'll be all fun and games and that'll be it. That's all fun and games. On TikTok, I do my whimsical facts. I do like little tidbits of knowledge usually. Like my TikTok I use a lot more for like educational side of things. I did one just before stream where I was just like, hey, the world's a shit place at the moment. You're not alone, but this is where it's even more important. Even more important to look for the silver linings, because if we don't, then we basically run out of hope. And I quoted Blanche Ebbert again, good old Blanche, about the don't look at the dark side of the clouds, for it is just the shadow cast by the silver lining. Love that. But yeah, I do a lot more like educational, like little bite-sized educational pieces on TikTok, more than educational self-care pieces on TikTok. On YouTube, I do various different education and hedonism. Edutainment is what we call it. Hedonism and education pieces. Then there's obviously the VODs YouTube, just because it's easier to monetize a YouTube than it is VODs on Twitch. And Instagram, I used to just post pictures of myself looking unbelievably vainglorious. However, recently, I've started being like, do you know what? The videos that I put on TikTok, I can also put on Instagram. Because not everybody likes TikTok. Not everybody likes TikTok. Not everybody gets on with TikTok. So a lot of people avoid TikTok because of like the various thoughts about Chinese government and other bits and pieces and what they do with the information and stuff like that. Not that Meta's any better, in my personal opinion. TikTok's too fast for you, which is entirely fair. So I've now just been starting being like, do you know what? I'm going to put my reels, like I'm going to put my TikTok videos onto reels. I've got to record them off both of the apps. If you record them in your video, then it doesn't have like the weird little watermark that TikTok puts on it. But all of those bits I'm now putting onto reels, and the ones that I can, I'm putting onto YouTube Shorts as well. So I'm slowly, because I realize basically that not everybody is on every platform. So I'm like, as much as it is less work for me to just do all the little bits here, there, and everywhere, doing a little bit of crossing over is not too much of a problem. Like crossing over with TikTok Reels and TikTok and Reels isn't so much of an issue. With Instagram, you're still going to get more of the photos and stuff, because photos is much easier to use that way. And then YouTube Shorts, I post it when I post it. The real problem, do you know, the real fucking, here we go, fucking content creator rant right here. The real problem that we have, the real problem that I have, okay, is the fact that the only way to monetize videos on TikTok is for them to be over a minute long. So they have to be at least 1 minute and 1 second, okay? At the very least, 1 minute and 1 second. That will transfer over to Reels perfectly fine, but it will not transfer over to Instagram or Facebook stories, because they are maxed out at a minute. And on top of that, YouTube Shorts is maxed out at a minute as well. So you can't transfer the videos through all of the platforms. You have to pick and choose or edit them down and miss bits. as I have had to recently do, you know? Fucking infuriating. Fucking infuriating. But yeah, and some people, like I said, Onion Pencil, some people do one thing and then spend hours and hours and hours editing it. I suppose if you've got an editor, it's slightly different. Do you know what I mean? If you've got an editor, it's slightly different because you're already paying somebody to edit it for you, so you may as well pay them to do that little bit of extra. So yeah, that makes sense if you've got an editor and you're already paying them, so pay them to do that little bit extra. Fine, cool, do your thing. But if you don't have an editor, Jesus Christ, just the sheer amount of work it takes to edit an entire stream down into like viable content for all the different platforms, fuck me. That takes so much more work than just filming different things. Like, I'll do a stream, and this stream will be edited very slightly. I'll cut off the beginning and any breaks and put it onto the VOD's YouTube so that people are not going to have, like, breaks every 2 minutes or whatever. They're not going to see any of the adverts, and they can go and watch the VOD and have a good time. No issues at all. Do you know what I mean? But to then make that into other content and like TikTok content and stuff, Jesus, just so much fucking work. So much work. And I know because I'm doing video editing for other stuff, other projects that we have coming up. So it's like I am aware of how much fucking time everything takes. It's just like, Jesus Christ, I couldn't be asked for that shit. Couldn't be fucking asked. Good Lord. Much easier for me to sit and film the same thing 200 times. Like, if I literally sit here with my little thing, put my little phone in, and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? Sexy. Oh, fuck, I fucked up that line. Delete. Quick. What was I saying? Right, think about what you need to say, Valen. Okay. Oh, I tripped over my own tongue. Shit. Right. Oh, fuck. Okay. Was I good? No, I kept glancing down at the timer thing to make sure I was doing it over the minute. Like, fuck, doesn't matter. I'll do it again. Oh, shit. No, I didn't quite make a minute. All right, I've got to space out my timing or what have you. Even doing the same minute will take me 20 minutes max. It'll take me 20 minutes to make a TikTok and or Instagram reel. Whereas, if I was to try and do that with my like Twitch clips and stuff, fuck me, that would be wild. That would be absolutely fucking wild. So much extra work, in my personal opinion, you know? No. Access me to the personal Snapchat. Poppy darling, if you link your Twitch to your Discord, so the way to get the access to the Snapchat, if you link your Twitch to the Discord, and it will automatically recognize you as a Twitch subscriber, and a magical realm will appear in the section which is called the Awesome of You Cultists. A magical realm will appear called Scriber Benefits, and in there, as a tagged post, is my Snapchat username. And you get access to that. I would like to say you have to give it back once your like thingy runs out, but that's not true. I've never called anybody up on that. I've never called. As soon as you've been gifted a sub once, you get access to the Snapchat. That's pretty much it. The Snapchat literally is there for when I'm having random ideas to myself or I'm backstage somewhere usually. I don't post on Snapchat very often, but it's just like a little extra. It's just a little extra that I'm just like, yeah, cool. When I remember to do it, I'll do it, you know? 63% of the Yorkshire goal has been done. All right, no worries. I have to think about like when we can... Providing it gets reached. Providing it gets reached, I'll have to think about when we're actually going to do the Yorkshire goal. And what the Yorkshire stream and what I'm actually going to have to... I'm going to have to get my flat cap out. Get my flat cap out. And bring in some information about Yorkshire tea and Yorkshire puddings and the Yorkshire moors. And speaking Yorkshire the entire time. Aye. Wonderful thing about Yorkshire, biggest county in the United Kingdom. You know, Scotland want their independence. Well, there is actually an entire political party here in the United Kingdom called the Yorkshire Independence Party, because Yorkshire is so big a fucking county that some of us Yorkshire folk think that we should be independent. We should be our own little country. You know what I mean? And some of the people in Yorkshire put the word cunt in country. You know? Which riding of Yorkshire is the best riding of Yorkshire? The East Riding of Yorkshire. Dr. K. The East Riding of Yorkshire is the best riding of Yorkshire because it's the only one called the East Riding of Yorkshire. You have North Yorkshire. You have South Yorkshire. There isn't really a West Yorkshire. There's just North and South. And then you have the East Riding of Yorkshire. Nowhere else exists. It's not East Yorkshire. It's the East Riding of Yorkshire. You know? I have no idea what I walked into, but I never knew you were the official flap inspector. Do you have a card or a patch you wear while inspecting? Yeah, safety specs, usually. Safety specs and a tickler. Well, it's more like a little pair of tongs and a tickler on the outside. And some very interesting medical gloves. And a clipboard, because you can't be an official, like, inspector if you don't have a clipboard. I've been told this, all right? West Yorkshire is just Lancashire, and pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Let's not even lie about it. You know what I mean? You got North Yorkshire, you got East Riding of Yorkshire, and you got South Yorkshire. I don't actually know anyone that says that they live in West Yorkshire. Leeds and the surrounding areas, West Yorkshire. Is it? Most people just call that Yorkshire. Let's pull up a map of Yorkshire. In fact, do you know what? No, we won't pull up a map of Yorkshire. We will not pull up a map of Yorkshire. We will wait until the Yorkshire stream. When the Yorkshire stream happens, we'll pull up a map of Yorkshire, and I can dissect Yorkshire for your entertainment, all right? You know what I mean? How's it going, MadTech? Hello, you beautiful being. You like Yorkshire? I like Yorkshire. Yorkshire's a great place. How's it going, Wanderer Gribble? Hello, you beautiful individual. Zooey Booey, how's it going? Been on labels since forever. Chunky's feeling better. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's up and about. He's doing all the bits and pieces. And I think he's just in the kitchen at the moment. I can hear him pottering around, you know. Yeah, I know. The 57 was just a random number the creator chose. That's fucking hilarious. Actually hilarious. Green and purple ketchup, they did them years ago and they looked awful. Yeah. Didn't they do the green and purple ketchup for like Halloween or something, Zooey Booey? Wasn't it like some kind of Halloween special or something? Something along those lines. The disrespect for the colored ketchups. I mean, why? Why color them? Why make colored ketchups? Why do it? Do you know what I mean? The recipe they produced in 1934 cookbook. Right, okay. So it was the 57, potentially the 57th Hind recipe. Or it was meant to be, but what actually happened was the guy just made it up to make it sound like they trialed and errored a shitload of different Heinz recipes. And it turns out they hadn't. Do you know what I mean? Heinz's lucky number, according to the company website, in 1896, the founder was inspired by an advertisement he saw for 21 styles of shoe. He considered 57 to be the magical and lucky, so he came up with the slogan 57 varieties, despite the fact that the company offered more than 60 products at the time. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious, Authenticator. I love that. I love that. I'm a little bit in love. Do you know what I mean? How you doing, Astra? How's it going? I wonder what will happen if Twitch comes out with a tier 4 sub. Well, if they do, after all of this time, then I've got a feeling, Astra, that if Twitch come out with a tier 4 subscription so that people can get access to the bum Snapchat, like, I've got some weird precognition that might be the time. That might just be the time when I start rethinking where the bum Snapchat's going to go. I don't know. Obviously, I would never know about it, but you know, I just like it's just I don't know. I've got sort of some kind of like precognition going on, maybe, you know. For those that aren't aware, if you mix salad cream and ketchup together, it makes prawn cocktail sauce. Really? I did not know that. I did not know that. I know a lot of people mix ketchup and mayonnaise together. Do you know what I mean? I can't remember. They call it something special as well. Can't remember. It's got a fancy name. Mayo makes you cry? Why, Onion Pencil? Is it like an allergy thing, or is it just that you get so emotional about the concept of mayonnaise? You know? How you doing, Stupedia? How's it going? Twitch ads are a vague science. They fucking are. They really are. They're so much better than they used to be. They are so much better than they used to be. But yeah, definitely a vague one. Do you know what I mean? Only issue I've had with yours is they gave me 6 minutes before. In this other stream, it was at the beginning of the stream. That's the only time that I've had issues with ads, is at the beginning of the stream. So I'm wondering whether that's a thing. Do you know what I mean? Took a break between each 3-minute ad. Like, excuse me. Oh, really? That's intriguing. Like, it just kept running them and running them around it. That's really weird, Eris. That is genuinely really weird. Did you report it to the streamer? You don't have to say who the streamer was, but did you report it to the streamer? Because it's really interesting, because if I press the button for the adverts, for example, if I press the 3-minute advert button, should I say, it will not let me press it again for, I think it's like a minute and a half. It will actively not let me press it again for a minute, and I think it's about 90 seconds. Zach. Oh my god, I forgot his name for a second there. Zach Boosie did a test where he was doing a test to find out how much you could actually earn from doing pure adverts. So for his entire stream, I think he did like a 2 to 3 hour stream. He ran an advert. He ran 3 minutes of... Oh, no. He ran the maximum amount of adverts you could run as often as you could run them. And nobody got out of it, including, like, subscribers. Like, because you can turn off subscriber ad exemptions in the if you want your subscribers to see the ads as well, which I don't know anyone would do that, but it is an option there should you want to do it. It is possible to do so. So he did that just to find out how much money. So it was a test for the rest of us content creators, because he's a content creation journalist. Do you know what I mean?
Flee!
Oh my lordy. Oh, Dahlia, it's been so long. It's been so long, Dahlia. I definitely haven't spent all afternoon in your stream, you cheeky devil. Ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside in between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders. Throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine who do they think they are? It's preposterous, I tell you. Absolutely preposterous. You're coming in here with your beautiful beans that I've been hanging out with all day. We've been having some good old conversations in Dahlia's stream. We've been having some good old conversations about life, the universe, everything, toxic masculinity, the concept of missing out, the joys of boobs, the sheer enjoyment of makeup, and levels of delightful appreciation. Look at this beautiful individual. Look at her. Exquisite and glorious. Well worth all of your love and attention. And the fact you had to bring over 69 people over here, I love it. I love it.
Oh, you followed me.
I love it.
You little stalker.
Thank you very much for the follow. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, but you're welcome on in here. Friends, if you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals. Faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. I know Dahlia has been apologizing all afternoon, but do you know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow it for this once. Just this once. Never again, but just this once, you know. 2, if you're under the age of 18, which you fucking shouldn't be because you were just in Dahlia's stream, but on the off chance that you are under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave because I am a colossal filth wizard. We were talking about my penis earlier in Dahlia's stream, unsurprisingly, and my spindly goblin cock. Only I wasn't... Dahlia, the reason why I had to use the phrase meat truncheon was because of the fact that it wouldn't let me say cock in your stream. It wouldn't let me say cock in your stream, so I was like, my spindly goblin meat truncheon. It's coiled like a corkscrew. My party trick is opening a bottle of wine. Me having sex is like running a stick of a fence. It's ribbed for my pleasure. When someone says spring to it, I literally do. Welcome on in, friends. How you doing? How's it going? You doing all right? You doing okay? You need to reconsider. I mean, to be fair, Viking like that. I'm just saying, that's the thing that happened. I literally typed it with the word cock, and it was like, no, you're not allowed to do that here. You're not allowed to... I'm sorry, my dear. You're not allowed to use the word cock here. If you're going to do it, use phallus, penis, or meat truncheon. Not in these. You're going to talk about, like, tattoos on the nipples. Yes, you're going to talk about nether region hygiene. Going to talk about periods and anal sex. Perfectly fine. But definitely not about cocks. No. You know? Welcome on in, friends. Welcome on in. Dahlia, I know that you have had a beautiful, heartfelt, an emotional, and hormonal, let's be honest about this, a hormonal afternoon. If you need to go away, if you need to disappear off and go grab some kind of delightful snaffly treat, please go and do so. Please look after yourself, all right? You're beautiful and exquisite. I love you to pieces. I love you almost as much as I love myself. But please, remember, look after yourself, all right? Because don't make me come over there. I got a mankini upstairs. These for my own chat. Do you know what? For Dahlia's chat, most of you might have been there for half of the fucking shit I'm talking about right now. But my chat are like, yeah, no, he's like this everywhere, isn't he? He's just like this everywhere. That's the thing. That's all right. That's the scenario. We're in it. We're in it.
Little stalker.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Thank you very much for the follow, you beautiful being. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. But yeah, people from my stream, go check out the beautiful Dahlia Rex. Dahlia is an exquisite human being who I ran into we first met at TwitchCon EU in Amsterdam a couple of years ago, where we had this really awkward interaction where we were just like, we met each other in a queue to get our partner passes, and the queue snaked round like this. And we were just far enough away that every single time we came to the end of one of the things, she was on one side of the barrier and I was on the other side of the barrier. And I was just like, hey, can I just say that your outfit, your aesthetic, everything about this looks absolutely fantastic. And she was like, oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And I was like, oh, brilliant. No worries. And then we moved on. And then we came back around and it was just like, oh, hi again. Okay, moving on. Back to, hi again. Chum, friend. Here we are again. Stood in the sunshine. Two goths. You know. Need a cigarette and get some food. Go do your thing. Go do your thing. You're beautiful and glorious. And that goes for all of you beautiful individuals in Dahlia's little collective backstage. If you need to disappear off, go grab a snaffly treat, go grab some kind of delightful beverage, please go do so. Please go and do whatever you need to do. I appreciate you, and thank you very much, Dahlia, once again for bringing all your people over here. You're exquisite, you're glorious, you're beautiful. How's it going, Crazy 8? How you doing, you glorious bean? You know what I mean? Okay, I love you, bye. Hands down the best awkward interaction ever. Do you know what? I realized that you may have already disappeared, but what really surprised me was after that really weird, awkward interaction, Dahlia came and found me and was just like, can I just say your outfit looks amazing? Like the following day, was just like, can I say your outfit looks amazing? I was like, thanks. I really appreciate that. I was expecting you to never see me again or actively avoid me because of how fucking weird and awkward it was. But no, here you are. Cool. And now we're friends. Now we're buddies. You know? I'm catching up with chat sometimes. I'm going to be bouncing between stuff. Do you know what I mean? Reminds me, I actually need to... You finish uni by summer? Jesus, Madtech, what are you planning on doing after universities? What are you planning on doing? Time to revise psychology? Oh, my lordy. Go do your thing, Poppy. Go do your thing. Toodle beans. No. At the times that Twitch will show adverts starting soon, and it won't start them for ages. Oh, Astra, yeah, no, it definitely does that. Eating for me is mostly a required activity to get the energy and building materials for my body to maintain itself. Entirely fair, Zabadian. I get like that sometimes. There are certain meals, there are certain things that my face just salivates for, but most of the time it's just like, right, what do I need now in order to put in my face to feel an alright human being? Do you know what I mean? Being awkward together and being aware that both has a kind of high friendship-inducing potential, I think. Oh, yeah, I agree. I feel if you can either immediately gel or you can immediately be awkward. Either way, you could have a potentially great experience. Because in hindsight, that's a hilarious story. At the time, we were both like... Wow. This is a QA. Do you know what I mean? It's just so fucking ridiculous. But in hindsight, it's hilarious. And that's my thing, though. That is, like, we were talking about, like, fucking life experiences and shit like that before. My entire thing is, you can go through the worst fucking experience, but it's an interesting story. It'll always be an interesting story. But, like, last year, me and my partner went to Mallorca for an extended weekend, and we had the worst travel back, the absolute fucking worst travel back. We got stranded in Dublin for about 10 hours overnight. Then my partner caught COVID, and it was just the whole experience was fucking awful. But in hindsight, I'm like, that was a really wild and interesting experience. Who would have thunk that we would have had such a horrific scenario? We went to Mallorca, and Mallorca is like one of the most stable places in the world to go in regards to weather. The weekend that we decided to go, they had the worst tropical storms they'd had in over a decade. And it was just like, yeah, exactly, stupid. It's just like, okay. Only us. Another classic example of that was the time that I went to see the fucking, what's it called? The Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon. Me and my friends, me and my dear chums went for a road trip in America, and we went to the Grand Canyon. And when we went, the entire state was in a crisis. They were not like a crisis, but they were having like a drought. It was like, the weather has been fucking awful recently. We are in a drought. People are not allowed to water their gardens, and no sprinkler systems, no fucking water fountains or anything like that. Like, that was the general state rule across the entire state. So we were like, this, as much as that is awful, this is a perfect time to go see the Grand Canyon, because it'll be clear, we'll be able to see for fucking miles, it'll be great. What happens when we got there? Fog. They literally told us, they were like, it is, in the past 10 years, there has been fog here 4 times. I could understand why flat earthers felt the way that they did, because we got to the edge of the Grand Canyon and it looked like somebody had taken a razor to reality and just rubbed out the rest of the world. Just rubbed it out. We got to the edge and we were like, fucking hell, look, we're on the rim. That's us. This is the edge of the world. There's nothing beyond that, just void. You know? It was wild. It was fucking wild. You know? Oh, Silicon Valley, you cheeky devil. You cheeky devil. That moment I know for my husband so well, but for once blanking on his birthday. Oh yeah, no, Aries, I saw that in the Discord. I saw you. I hope you managed to get something sorted. Anyone have any good homemade dinners that I could maybe steal? At one stage, I had like a video teaching people how to cook my vegetarian shepherd's pie, which was fucking great. Do you know what I mean? Now we know it's not the islands which are foggy, it's the Brits themselves. Exactly. Do you know, it follows us around, Viking.
Oh, you followed me.
Follows us around.
Little stalker.
Thank you so much for all these follows, by the way, people. I really appreciate them. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, but welcome on in. This is the Cult of Vane. This is my home. I decorated it like Prince Fuck the Moulin Rouge because I'm a filth wizard. I bought it because it was number 69, and at the time I had the money to do so. And yeah, no. Yeah, I know. Such is life. Such is life. All right, I'm going to whip down in chat, friends, because of all these beautiful people that have just come and joined us. As per usual, if I've missed out on anything vitally important, just copy and paste it and throw it into the chat, and we will chat away and have a good thing. So I've scrolled down to where the raid came in, so I can catch up with everybody and doing bits and pieces. You know. Glorious Lord of Gym comebacks. Yes, Viking. It had to be done. We were talking in Dahlia's stream about how there was a guy, and do you know what? I can tell the full story now because I'm here and I'm chatting shit. But there was basically me and Chunk Chunk's my housemate. Me and Chunk went to the gym. And we both do the same thing. We get in there, put fucking earphones in, and we go our separate ways. And then, like, after an hour and a half maybe, we got back together and we went home again. This was a few months ago now, Jesus. But we went, and I was like doing the things, and then there was a guy who was rotating between 2 things, and I didn't realize, so I jumped onto the one that he was not on at the moment, and he was like, hey, this is the one I'm on. I was like, all right, no worries, buddy. And he was like, but it's all right, you can use it if you want. And I was like, all right, yeah, no worries, I will do. And he was like, I haven't wiped it down or anything. And I was like, okay. And he was like, I don't believe in any of that COVID shit. It's all bollocks. And I was like, well, if it's all the same to you, I'm gonna wipe it down just for my own like sanity. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that because even regardless of COVID, from my point of view, I'm like, you're still a sweaty bloke and I'm a sweaty bloke, and Like, I'd just rather wipe it down. Do you know what I mean? And then while I was there, yeah, exactly. Even without COVID, wiping stuff down is sanitary. Exactly, right? So I just give it a quick wipe down, sat down on it, and I was doing whatever it was that I was doing. I can't remember. Like, it was like the one where you pull it like this or something like that. And he was stood over me, and he was in his 60s, I would say, built like a brick shithouse. He was a very buff man. Do you know what I mean? Older man, very buff. And he was talking about, like, he was talking in the most misogynistic way possible. I just put my earphones in and just fucking was like, right, you know, fuck it, doesn't matter. Whatever, just do my bits and pieces. Fuck off, do the bits.
Stalker.
You know? Thank you so much for the follow, you beautiful being. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, you know. But yeah, I was doing my bits and I put my earphones in and like I got up and he jumped in there and then I wiped it down and jumped in there myself. How's it going, Dep fan? How you doing? And was just pumping the iron, doing all of the gym stuff that I'm fucking terrible at, but we did it anyway. And then he was talking about all his usual misogynistic stuff, talking about how COVID was all bollocks, talking about how he'd gone to a spin class and he loved it because it was just full of women, but the guy who ran it was a guy, but he was like quite a handsome guy. Not that he was gay. He was a real handsome guy, but you know, not that I'm gay. I just kind of recognize and I can see the fact that he's handsome, but I'm not gay. And I was like, okay, that's fair enough. And he was like, he was one of those guys that, you know, like if he was a woman, I'd shag him. Do you know what I mean? If he was a woman, I'd shag him. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, that's the thing. And he's like, you know how it is. You know how it is. I mean, fucking hell, if you were a woman, I'd bang the shit out of you. And I was like, do you know what, buddy? It's very rare. It's very rare that I am super proud to be a bloke. But it's at times like these. Times like these that I am super glad that I was born the way I am and that you're homophobic. I'm going to go find something else to do now. Bye. See you later. Bye. Toodaloo. Bye. And that's why people choose the bears? Yeah. So for those people that don't know, there's a big thing, mainly on TikTok, but I think it's gone across to other places as well, where people are turning around to women primarily, but they're turning around to women and they're saying, would you rather be alone with a bear in the woods or be alone with a man in the woods? And men are getting very, very confused. Well, I say men. Your alpha male toxic men are getting very confused as to why nearly every woman has been like, yeah, bear. The bear. Amusingly, though, from the other... You met this guy in real life. Oh, yeah, I met this guy in real life. He was stood with his crotch at eye level as I was, like, desperately trying to, like, lift weights while he was like, you know, if you were a girl, I'd bang the shit out of you. I'm like, all right, well, there we go. The gym. Oh, yeah, you know it. This was a thing. But yeah, since doing that whole bear thing, the whole like people on the internet doing the would you rather be with a man or a bear in the woods, there's been loads and loads of videos coming out of bears doing what they're told. Bears like coming up to people's fucking doorways and stuff, and the people who live there being like, no, don't you fucking come in my doorway, fuck off. And the bear goes, oh, all right, okay, no, didn't mean to, sorry, I'm just gonna go back over to the woods now, see you later, bye. And it's just like, oh shit. So the bear just needs to be told no, and it fucks off. Well shit. If the bear was halting, I'd be okay with it. Oh, doom hippie. Oh, doom hippie. I wish people like that existing surprised me. Oh, yeah, me too. So do I. I wish that surprised me. But no, not in this day and age. Not in this day and age, by any stretch of the imagination. People, go check out my dear friend, Fabulous Krusty. Fabulous Krusty is one of the most hilarious fucking YouTubers that exists on the platform. And you should go click that cheeky little follow button. You should do the thing. Go click that cheeky little follow button. He's wonderful and glorious, and he makes me laugh. Like this. Like the proper guttural laugh. You know the kind of laugh where you kind of sound a little bit like a lawnmower that's run out of petrol? You know, that kind of laugh? That's the one. That is the one that Krusty gives me when he's going on about some weird ass shit. Who's the character that you've got in Fallout at the moment? Fabulous Krusty. Fabulous Krusty plays a whole load of different games and always invents some weird ass harebrained story that goes along with it. But yeah, go do the thing. I aim for nothing more than that. You succeed, my friend. You fucking succeed. It is mwah, exquisite. Candle Sugar Cup. Good old Candle Sugar Cup. Miss tuning into your channel. It's alright, Muggins. I understand. Life has got to come first, friend. As much as I love you being here, I genuinely do love you all being here. I understand life has got to come first. And sometimes life is over-encompassing and you just can't, like, be the places you want to be, you know? But I hope you're doing well. Hope that the time that you've spent away from the channel, you've been keeping yourself busy, you know? How have I been? Deb Van, I've been up and down, you know? I've been having some... I've realized that I'm kind of burnt out. I thought it was just from 2023, but the more I think about it, the more it's like, actually, this has been the way I've been since 2020. Since that time that I worked for 18 months, pretty much non-stop. Complete and utter work addict in order to stay sane through not seeing people, because I'm a fucking social butterfly, you know? You can officially afford the cheap brat train? Oh, Althena Luna. Pick your time well, friend. Couldn't find Rare Exports. Rare Exports is fucking great. Best Christmas movie there is. For those people that don't know, there is a Christmas movie out there called Rare Exports. Okay? I believe it's Norwegian, if I remember correctly. I believe it's Norwegian. And it's about a business tycoon trying to thaw out Santa from like a glacier or something like that. They're trying to thaw out Santa from a glacier. Only Santa isn't the Santa that everyone thinks he is. He's the I'm gonna steal your children and eat them Santa, as opposed to fucking ho ho ho, let's give everyone presents regardless of whether they've been naughty or nice, you know? How's it going, JB Music? How's it going? So lots of mental images I was not expecting this evening. I should know better. You should know better, JB. You should know better, friend. If you've come here from Dahlia's stream, please be aware. In a few minutes' time, there will be a... Shush. In a few minutes' time, there will be an ad break. It will last for exactly 3 minutes. It'll last for exactly 3 minutes. Will not last any longer than that. And you will not miss out on anything. We stop all conversation and I start going off and doing other things. When that happens, I'll be dancing. If you look into your top corner, I believe it's up here. If you look into that top corner, you will see me dancing. I will have a boogie woogie. And, yeah, it'll be, it's proof that you won't be missing anything. I'll just be showing off what I'm wearing today, you know? You know? Please tell me you have a Ken act when you open a bottle with your spindly goblin cock. Oh, Stupedia. People would pay far too much more than they do for a ticket in order to watch me open a bottle of wine with my spindly goblin cock. Good lord, do you know what I mean? No cocks, only truncheons. Exactly, right? I need a non-American version of auto mod, right? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Definitely not Mordor because that's not allowed. Exactly, right? Exactly. No Mordor here. Although saying that, I do have one ring that would rule them all. Just saying. Just throwing it out there like a condom in an orgy. Oh yeah, friend. If you're here from Dahlia stream and you don't fucking know me, there's my business card. Literally. Literally my business card. It's a business card for business time. I believe that Dahlia has one of these, actually. From when we were in... when we were at TwitchCon. You know? All of the chaos. Of course, we love the chaos. We're all about that chicken chaos, you know? Not got the foggiest clue? Mad Tech, don't worry about it. You've got plenty of time to think about it. You've got all the summer and shit to work out what it is you're going to do after uni. You know? Both of them were like, how about them dolphins? And like, do you see those shoes? Stunning. Stunning. Oh, Eris, pretty much, yeah. Although, if I'd have been dolphin, like, Dahlia has openly said, she was like, I fucking hate dolphins. Dolphins can... And I understand it because they're dirty, dirty sex pests. People don't tell you that about dolphins. Everyone goes, oh, one of the things that you should put on your list to do before you die is swim with dolphins. And I'm like, why? Why? They actively fucking assault each other in a schmexual way. Do you know what I mean? Dolphins are the only other species known to actively engage in oral sex for pleasure. And when I say oral sex, I mean they literally shag each other's blowholes. All right? They shag each other's blowholes. And I'm not entirely sure it's consensual. The sexual predators of the sea. They really are. And they don't just stick to their own species. There is an entire list of human beings who have talked about it, all right? Rare Exports is a finished movie? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Rare Exports. It was Rare Exports 2010. It's definitely very dark. Just be aware of that.
Most kind.
Mad Tech.
52. It is an even composite number. It is composed of two distinct prime numbers multiplied together. It has a total of 6 divisors. It is the approximate number of weeks in a year. It is a significant number in the Maya calendar. On the modern piano, it is the number of white keys, notes in the C major scale. It is the number of cards in a standard deck of playing cards, not counting jokers or advertisement cards.
Oh, definitely not, because 52 card pickup would be outrageous, right? Mad Tech, you cheeky devil. 52 months. That's a whole year. One whole year. Well done, buddy. Well done, buddy. I shall now inscribe your name upon the mirror vein. Do you still stream, Mad Tech? Do you still stream, buddy? How's it going, Jason Andrew? How you doing? I've inscribed your name upon the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. I've known you too long for that, goddammit. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every month, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? You know, you do. What have you been streaming recently? I haven't caught any of your streams. I need to go back and check. Give you a shout out. Been streaming Dead by Daylight. Friends, this is my chum. I've known Mad Tech for far too fucking long. Back in the day, I used to babysit him. Do you know what I mean? We're talking like from my teenage years. So I've known him for a really long fucking time. Go check him out. Go click that cheeky little follow button. He plays a large variety of games, and he's also the only person that I have ever met who stays unbelievably calm while playing Getting Over It. Also, Mad Tech, if you are interested in another game that's kind of like Getting Over It, I recommend To the Flame. We played it last week as like they sent me a free key for it. But To the Flame, I think it's only about a $5 on Steam, and it's kind of like Getting Over It with Hollow Knight graphics, and you're hunted down by a spider. It's trying to get you as you're trying to get to the top. Do you know what I mean? How's it going, Music Man? How you doing, you beautiful individual? Friends, the advertisements are upon us, which means it's time for What is Valen wearing today? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and all genders outside and in between. It's time for What is Valen Wearing Today? Valen's once again gone for the very spiky earrings. He's a big fan of the spikiness right about now, I've got to say. A big dangly old neck chain that was gifted by a member of the community, and a turtleneck with a very large hooded, borderline Sith style hood. I'm a cultist. Let's go. Yes! I'm wearing my sexy skin-tight trousers with the sexy coppery inlay. Look at it, so sexy. Oh. Best part is you were watching the dance to a Pure Gym advert. I love it. I love it. First time I've genuinely smiled all day. I am glad to have provided that for you, muggins. I'm fucking knackered now, though. Jesus Christ. Glad to have provided that for you, friend. That's what we do. The first ad, I don't like to, keep doing shit. See you later, Dat Fan. You take it easy. I don't like to keep doing shit while people are watching adverts, so I do something different instead. Do you know what I mean? Don't like to keep the entertainment going. Just go fucking for something else. Do you know what I mean? That was brilliant. Thank you very much. Tender Enders, I saw you follow, and I fucking love your name. It's such a great name. Such a great name. Like I said, don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, but I fucking love it. So yeah, so basically for the first advert break, we do a little dance, and it's just me dancing away going, look, this is the outfit that I'm wearing today. Also a way for me to get a little bit of exercise and get fucking knackered, and also a way that that people who are watching the ads don't miss out on what we're already talking about, you know? Which I do like that. It looks so comfy. This hoodie was ridiculously expensive, if I'm honest with you, Authenticator. But it's a dance. I got it from a dance studio. It was like an online dance studio, and they were just like, we're selling all these hoodies. Go. Panda to it. Panda to it. Jesus Christ,
a
that's very
mighty fine respite to the COVID blues. Looking good today, Valen. And just top reiterate, oit, chat, you're all gorgeous.
You are all gorgeous. You are all gorgeous, you beautiful individuals. Means a lot, Tender Enders. You're very welcome, friend. You're very, very welcome. Always good to have you here. Yeah, I'm a little bit out of focus now. Focus, you bitch. There we go. That's a bit better. What was I saying? Thank you very much, Pixie Mom. It's good to hear that you've got COVID. You take it easy, beautiful bean. Thank you very much for the 200 little panderings. That's very, very kind of you. That's very, very kind of you, beautiful beans. I appreciate that. And I'm glad that we can provide a mild distraction from the COVID blues. You know? Yeah, I know. Do I assume that such things are never made in my size? I got no idea, Authenticator. I got no idea. Focus, you bitch. No, I don't wanna. Focus. Focus. You can, even if you have focus issues, there will be things that you can hyper focus on. Do you know what I mean? I know. I've done it many times. Do you know what I mean? Just made the same mistake. No, focus as in the camera on my face, on my delightful features. You know? On my delightful features. It's the only way to do it. Turns out every flat earther just happened to visit the Grand Canyon on one of the 4 times it was foggy. JB Music, 100%. 100%. It was weird. It was so cool. Like, it was one of those situations where I'm like, I'm glad that I visited the Grand Canyon on such a rare occurrence, but at the same time, I would have liked to have seen it. I would have liked to have seen it. Amorous Sky, hello, you beautiful being. Can I get a shout out for Amorous Sky, please? Pretty, please. Even without COVID, wiping down stuff is sanitary. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. Do you think I'm surprised him with Star Wars themed cake if I can semi-afford it? But on the other hand, meal's easy because he'll eat everything and anything. Yeah, that is entirely fair. People go check out Amorous. They're an absolutely fantastic, glorious individual. They are spectacular and beautiful and glorious, and we love them very, very dearly. You doing some Sekiro? How are you finding it? How are you finding it, you beautiful individual? How are you finding it? How's it going? Could eat spaghetti and hot dogs every day of the week with tomato sauce. That sounds mind-boggling to me, I have to say. Do you know what I mean? I've left a sweat mark on something at the gym and I'll wipe it down. Yeah, exactly, right? Don't fancy covering myself with somebody else's sweat. Depends, JB. Not that guy at the gym, definitely not. But it depends, overall. I'm a very, you know... If it was McSteffels, I'm on board it. Do you know what I mean? Any day of the week. Heyo! You know it. You know it. Let me shout out necessary but so appreciated. Amorous. I'm here. I'm here to celebrate my dear friends, you know. Loving it. I'm currently away on vacation, so I can't wait to get back to it when you arrive home. Oh, where? I hope you don't have to tell us where, Amorous, because I understand privacy and telling people where you are, especially when you're on holiday, is not something you do as a content creator, generally speaking. But I hope that you're okay, and I hope that you're enjoying it wherever it is that you happen to be. You know. You know. Gym etiquette, right? Where's Joey Swole when you need him for the gym etiquette? I don't know. I don't follow any gym creators at all, I have to say. I do not follow a single gym creator. Unsurprisingly, I'm much more likely to follow like a dance creator than a gym creator. Oh my god, is that how fucking far behind I am? Oh Jesus, yeah. The scroll was lying to me. The scroll was lying to me. All right, I'm gonna whip down, friends. Once again, if I've missed something important, just copy and paste it. Can give it a go. Well worth it, in my opinion, MadTech, for sure. How you doing, Music Man? How's it going? For the foodie friends, apparently the great... I'm going to pronounce the name horribly, but is it Hufong Sriracha sauce shortage is coming to an end and you can buy it again? Oh, I didn't even realize that was a shortage, but okay. Very good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm guessing that it was like an ingredient issue then. I'm guessing it was an ingredient issue. I'm good considering I felt like I was melting as I walked to my car from the studio after my session. Oh, good lord. Was it just really hot in the studio, or is it hot in your area of the country at the moment, Music Man? You know? Had an 8-hour day at work and I'm triple knackered. Good lord. My days of work, I mean, my days are work. In this day and age, at the moment, it's just like every day is just work. Just cracking on, work. It's all good. It's all fine and dandy. Never fails to bring joy, and I might say flawless as always. It definitely wasn't flawless this time, JB. By any stretch of imagination, I'd made a massive fuck up in the middle of it. Forgot the routine halfway through, but fuck it. As long as everyone's enjoying it, that's what matters. That's what matters. That was a workout on the eyes. Friends, don't forget to stretch your eyes. Look at someone in the distance, then look back again. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Not around my eyes. Not around my eyes. In your eyes. Then you're under. Well, you wish you were, you cheeky devils. You know. Resting up and munching on duck pancakes whilst watching you. Life is good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I've definitely got something going on with my chest at the moment. My throat is tight and my chest is heavy. But there's loads of virus shit goes into... in the UK at the moment. There's like Chunk was laid out for 4 days with it. McSteffels picked something up. I'm definitely gonna pick something up when I go. So friends, big heads up. Normally I stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays during the day from like 1 p.m. BST. I will not be streaming tomorrow and I'll not be streaming on Wednesday, but I will be doing extra streams on Thursday and Friday to make up for it because I fucking can. But mainly because McSteffels has got a work meeting. So my partner, McSteffels, has a son, and she can never go to any of these big work meetings in different cities because she has no one to look after her son. So I'm driving up to her place tomorrow. She's getting a train tomorrow to wherever this work meeting is, and they are staying. She's going to be staying there overnight, and I'm going to be looking after her son. So, as much as I know many of you will cry a solitary tear as it rolls down your face, I feel like you can probably understand that I'm helping my partner do well in her work. You know, I'm helping her out. And as much as I love you all to pieces, and as much as this is my job, and as much as I definitely need to pay my rent, at the end of the day, if I can help her out in this small way, and it just costs me like a couple of days of stream that I'll make up for somewhere else, then it's a price that I'm willing to make. You know what I mean? It's a price that I'm willing to make. And in the nicest way, you're just going to have to deal with that. You're just going to have to deal with that. What happened when you went to the Grand Canyon? Oh, Music Man, it was foggy. It was foggy. Literally
Hand it to
couldn't
Mago.
see it.
Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
35 people with their eyes wide open and a pirate with an eye patch is the average number of viewers we have here at all times. If the joke went over your head, nice.
Definitely. Definitely. 69 eyes. 69 eyeballs. Balls, maths. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. I know what you were going for. You were going for the 69. You were going for the 69. That's what it was all for. You know? It's fine. Jamjar, you've had a long day. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right, buddy. We literally have clips dedicated to how good I am at math, so don't worry about it. But yeah, Music Man, went to the Grand Canyon and it was foggy. Literally couldn't see a fucking thing. Do you know what? I must have a fucking photo of this. It's not in there then. Give me 2 seconds. Let me have a quick look at one other place. I'm not going to go rooting for it because it'll take me fucking forever. It was a really itchy eye for a second there. No. One other place. Oh. These are weird assortments of fucking pictures. Oh look, there's a picture of me as Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Look at me, I'm so pretty. How'd you do, I? See you met my faithful handyman. He was just a little brought down because when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man. Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. Oh, loads of pictures of my nephews. Bless them. Right, I can't find them. Can't find them. Never mind. There is a picture somewhere of me and my friends stood at the Grand Canyon going, look, it's foggy. Just like, okay, there we go. Epic fog. Yeah, 100%. It was very much epic fog. It was literally us stood, considering it was like in the middle of a desert, in a drought in the desert, and we were there in like plastic fucking ponchos, you know, like the rain ponchos they give you out. We'd paid like $4 for a rain poncho, and we were like, look at the fog. It's really foggy. We can't see anything. You looked over the side and it was just, the gray just went everywhere you could see. So it genuinely looked like the rim of the fucking edge of the world, you know. Zabadian, you take it easy as always, friends. I know that you need to get an early night and what have you, but I really appreciate that you come by and say hi to us nearly every time I stream. So thank you very much for that, Zabadian. I really appreciate it. Genuinely do. Genuinely do. And I hope that your sustenance was, if not tasty, then at least satisfactory for you, you know. I hope it filled the void. You know? I'm at my best friend's home in the mountains. It's quiet and peaceful and just what I needed. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. I'm really, really glad to hear that. I need to go out and visit Ruby True at some stage. Ruby True has moved out of the country and keeps her and her partner keep inviting me out. They're just like, come out, come join us. And I'm like, if I had the money, I'd take plan a week off somewhere, and I'd be like, right, I'm gonna go out and see Ruby and just chill out with her for a week or what have you. But we'll get there. We'll get there. The word QUEUE is ironic. It's a Q with a bunch of silent letters waiting in line. I always say the word Q with the UE. So I completely ruined that joke for you, didn't I? Because for me, I got really confused when I first was spelling the word Q. Because I was like, Q. But the first word that I learned how to spell in that regard was actually Q as in C-U-E because of theater. It was like C-U-E, Q. And then I was like, well, it makes sense that a Q would be a QUE. But no, it's QUEUE. And actually sounds far more entertaining if you say every letter in it. Just like, hey, QUEUE. Almost body temperature outside. I live and work just outside of DC. In addition to the heat, it's humid as hell. Oh, Jesus, Music Man, that sounds fucking horrible. At least the studio has air conditioning. We have air conditioning in the UK. It's called a window. We just open it. There are no QUEUEs in space. Everything is weightless. Oh my fucking god, Zabadian. I thought you were going. Damn it, Zabadian. God damn it. My chest is always heavy. My chest is always heavy. My throat is full of homemade pizza. We like homemade pizza. We like homemade pizza. I think I'm finally getting hit with the viral stuff going around the UK. Thought I'd managed to avoid it. Me too, JB Music. Me too. I've been dosing the fuck out of vitamin C. Every morning and night, I'm fucking dosing vitamin C. Because the best thing about vitamin C, friends, is that you can't overdose on it. It is literally the only vitamin that you can't have too much of. Because anything that you don't need, you piss out. Which is the reason, if you ever have go visit the urination station and your piss happens to be neon, like neon green, it's because you got too much vitamin C in your diet. Because you just piss out the extra. Just piss it all out. It's fine. You know? I work for 111. I've never felt so healthy in my life as an absolute chaos of the UK for illness. Oh, yeah. Muggins, yeah. Well, this is the thing, is if you are surrounded by illness all the time, the chances are your immune system is building the fuck up against the vast majority of stuff, you know? This is the reason why usually parents and teachers have got quite a robust immune system, because kids spread germs like nobody's fucking business. Do you know what I mean? Usually. And the same goes for nurses and doctors, because they're constantly surrounded by sick people, and therefore their own immune systems are just like, fucking let's go. You see these swans?
Yeah, you subscribed.
You know?
Most kind.
Bloody Randomer, thank you very much for giving that sub to Zabadian. I don't know whether they've disappeared off. They might have gone already, but for when they return, I will inscribe their name upon the mirror vein. The mirror vein, yeah. Zabadian! Your name is inscribed on the mirror vein, which means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? That terrible joke needed a sub. Don't reward him. Do not reward Zabadian for such a terrible joke. Good Lord. Good Lord. Look into the bluish grey pools. What? My eyeballs? Well, now I can see where the zoom is because we're getting real close and personal. There we go. God damn. So close and personal. Peering deep into my beautiful grey eyes. Grey, blue, blue eyes, blue, grey. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in, I suppose. But still, tantalizing. So unbelievably tantalizing. This is the radio voice. Hi, and welcome to Late Night Radio with me. Get your cock out. Come on now. Let's all listen to this really cool track called Gold by Sync Lee Original. This is actually not the gold song I was expecting. I was expecting gold, gold. Always believe in your soul. You got the power to know you're in. You know. My sister's kids are just little disease factories. They probably should be banned from under the Biological Weapons Convention. That's amazing. That is amazing. I mean, it's true though. Kids just get so fucking like they just little hits, and especially straight after like holidays. Straight after holidays.
Oh, you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you very much for the follow. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, but you are very, very welcome here. Welcome on in. How's it going? Yeah, like straight after like holidays when everyone's gone away and then they all come back and they merge and they mingle all of their germs together and it's just like, okay, here we go. There's a reason why freshers flu is a thing. Do you know what I mean? And for those people that are not in the UK, the first week of university is called Freshers Week because that's where all of the fresh, like people, the fresh students come into the university, and the whole freshers flu is because they all come from different parts of the country with all of their local germs and just spread it around like an STI pick and mix. Just spread it around, spread it around. Life's only love, spread the love around. Like, anyway, like barbecue sauce. Okay, the delirium's kicking in. We're doing well. We're doing well. It's all right. Had to really read that 4 times because my brain was like, homemade penis? Homemade penis. My throat is full of homemade penis. My penis was made at home. Weirdly, I can accurately say that my penis was made by my parents. And that's quite an unnerving statement, but it is technically true. Oh, by the way, friends, friends, I saw a thing earlier on today, all right? How's it going, Crowfeet? How you doing? How's it going? I saw a thing earlier on today. I was sat browsing the old TikTok because I am on the TikTok and regularly posting, and therefore, if you haven't already, you should go check out my TikToks. Go do the thing. I was browsing the old TikTok and I saw a stand-up. All right, it was a group of guys sat down, so I don't know why I say it was a stand-up, but I think it was like a stand-up comedy club where a guy literally was saying, he was like, look, biologically speaking, until the last 6 weeks of pregnancy, every single human being has a vagina. You have female reproductive organs. Every single one of us. All right? And therefore, anyone that ever comes at you, and there is proof of this. This is scientific proof. For those people that have got penises, if you ever wondered why there is a seam that runs down the middle of your scrotum, that's because that's where your labia have fused together in order to hold your bollocks. All right? That is a genuine scientific fact. And therefore, for anybody that ever turns around and says that they believe that life begins at conception, that means that every single man in the world is a trans man. Every single man. 6 weeks. Yep. Is it that late? Apparently so. Apparently so. According to this TikTok that I read, but it was like, it's in the last like 6 to 8 weeks. So like the last month to 2 months of your pregnancy. So once you've already done, what is it, 6, 7 months? Once you've already done 7 to 8 months of pregnancy, that's when the genitalia really gets confirmed into penis or vagina. Not talking about gender, talking about genitalia, where it's like penis or vagina, which is the reason why like you can only do like sex checking so many weeks into it or what have you. So it's like if this is also the reason why people born with penises have nipples. All right. Wonder if premature. I would imagine there's probably a level of variation, Music Man, 100%, because the, you know, genetics are different and people grow differently and fetuses grow differently and what have you. There'll definitely be an element of variation in there for sure. But I think on average it's like it's something like 6 to 8 weeks. But either way, we all start off as the female sex. So if life begins at conception, every man is a trans man. And I'm like, let's fucking go. Because absolutely guarantee that everyone that turns around and says that life begins at conception is a transphobic person. Like, there is next to no difference there. Anyone that I know that has turned around and said that is like, I don't believe in abortion because life begins at conception. It's like, okay, how do you feel about how was Jesus a white man? All right, okay. Now, do you think Jesus was a white man? All right, cool. How do you feel about trans people? Oh, you hate trans people and gay people is against the Bible, right? Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. By the way, do you realize that you as a human man are actually trans? Yeah, that's great. Enjoy that. You know, I thought I was born with nipples for my future wife's pleasure. Quite possibly, Stupedia. But that doesn't mean that they like the reason why every single human being has nipples is because we all start off, like every single one of us start off as the female sex in the womb. This is where the sex educator comes out on me. Do you know what I mean? The cheeky sex educator comes out in me. It's just like, yeah, we all start off as female and, we all start off as the female sex. And then when we're born, genetics. Not genetic. Yeah, genetics dictate the genitalia sometime after. You know? Which I fucking love. Anytime you want to argue with people, I'm all about it. As many people, if there's anybody here that's still left from Dahlia's stream, you know how much I fucking like to argue with people. I had a big argument with a guy earlier. There was a toxic man, and who I actively have not banned, by the way. I know that Dahlia banned them, but I was like, I want them to come in here. I would love to have a conversation with them. They were talking about how alpha they were, and I was like, all right, let's go. Let's fuck it. It all started because I was like, by the way, everyone, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You are beautiful. Every single one of you, whether you like it or not, you are beautiful. Why? Because there's 8.1 billion people in the world. All right? And do you know what? I did a video on this on YouTube recently, but I'm going to say it again because I think the perspective is really fucking interesting, all right? To put into perspective, all right, how big 8.1 billion people is, all right? If you counted one person every second, so it was like Valen, Chunk, Dahlia, McSteffels, Music Man, JB, Masacia, Stupedia, Authenticator, Kindrin, Music, Eris Ptolemy. Do you know what I mean? If you literally counted one person every second, it would take you over 257 years to count every single human being on the planet. It would take over 257 years to count every single person on the planet if you were counting one person a second without sleeping, without resting, without stopping. All right? And the counting starts now. Yes, exactly, I think. And the counting starts now. You know what I mean? But every single one of those 8.1 billion people is a unique individual who has their own preferences on what they are attracted to, what they find aesthetically appealing. And therefore, none of you, not a single one of you, can ever turn around and say that you are not beautiful. because it is logical, mathematical fact that there will be people in the world that look at you and go, my God, that person is the most exquisite looking person. Mwah. Not sure I have enough fingers and toes to start that counting, right? Crap, lost count, start again, start again. Start that. Yeah, could you imagine getting like 100 years into it and then losing count and then being like, fuck, gotta start all over again, shit, you know? And the population is growing at the moment, although it looks like it's going to crash because of some big movements where women are basically refusing to have babies in certain countries in the world, which I think is real fucking interesting. But that's a bigger discussion for potentially another time. But yeah, it's a really interesting dynamic. By the time you get to like 200 years down the line, there might be more people there. Might be less people, but there's probably likely going to be more people, you know? Wouldn't it ever end because more people would be born and you can count? Exactly, Muggins. More people would be born and then more people would die and just, yeah, it's fucking wild. Fucking wild. You know, but even if it was like, okay, it's gonna, like, if for some reason every single human being suddenly became, like, infertile, no one can ever have babies again, but also every single human being becomes immortal, it would still take you over 257 years in order to count every single human being that is currently on the planet. You know? Unless Children of Men actually happened. Yeah. I haven't seen that movie. Chunk's gonna kill me for it. But, you know. Doing jokes now? No, we're not doing jokes, Peter. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Let me scroll down again. Fucking hell, I'm so bad with my with chat today, friends. I've whipped down, but if I've missed out on something, please. If I've missed out on something that's vitally important, just copy and paste it. Copy and paste it. It's all good. Do you know what I mean? All human embryos start as female, and then there's genes for penis that activate afterwards. Don't know about that late, but it does happen a bit into the process. Yeah, I thought it was like I knew it was in like the last 2 months, but then I was about to say like 6 to 8 weeks kind of makes sense. You know? Definitely a range of variance, 100%. Yeah. How you doing, Kindred? Hello, you beautiful being. Hope the day is treating me well. The day's been a bit weird today, actually, Kindred. I've found it really hard to focus. But I've done some things that I've needed to do. Today, so I'm taking that as a win. Do you know what I mean? Taking that as a win. It's all been good. I was meant to do a whole load of other work, and then I got distracted in Dahlia's stream. Dahlia raided in here earlier, and I got distracted in Dahlia's stream. We ended up talking about all kinds of wild ass shit. And it was like, okay, I haven't been in a stream where I've just sat and chatted for a while. It's fine. It's all good. You know what I mean? After stream, I'll do whatever else I need to do. Do whatever else needs to be done. I'm fascinated by the idea that I may have been born male merely as a mathematical possibility. Well, to be fair, this is the interesting thing, Authenticator. So this is... Who the fuck was it? Was it Hank Green? Did I make a command for this? Thank you very much for the whip thing. No, I didn't make a command for it. There was a YouTube video that I'm sure Hank Green did. I'm sure it was Hank Green, where they talked about gender, which I thought was really, really fascinating, because I, like many of you, will have been told it was like, okay, when it comes to like the sexes, forget gender for a second, the sexes, there is XX for people with penises and XY for people with vaginas. No, the other way around. XY for people with penises and XX for people with vaginas. And that is like, yeah, thank you very much, JB Mears. Yeah, the other way around. It's like, that's the way it is. That is just the way it is, all right? Which also explains why we all start off as, like, female, like, in regards to sex as opposed to gender. We all start off as female because we all start off as the X. And then in the latter parts, he goes, is it going to be XX or is it going to be XY? However, I realized that, well, according to this video that I watched, I'm sure it was a Hank Green video. I'm going to try and find it now.
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
I hit a record of 72 horizontal shuffles on my holiday. I'm walking like John Wayne.
Oh, I see. I see. That is impressive, Abby Stabby. That is impressive.
Subscribed.
And not surprising.
Kind.
Not surprising
Good
at
day,
all.
Good morning, good evening, good sleep. Thanks for the constant stream of hedonism.
Always, Lucy. Always. Both you and Abby Stabby, I should now inscribe you both upon the mirror of Vane. And Lucy is Babby. By having your names upon the mirror of Vane means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, herra, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know. Can I get a shout out for Abby Stabby, please? Abby Stabby Art is the person that does all of our cheeky little emotes and a whole load of our merchandise designs. The Glorious Bean, who you should all go over and follow. They're currently away. Are you currently away? Or are you back now, Abby? Are you back now? Thank you very much, Jam Jar, for the exclamation mark there. And Semba, how you doing? How's it going? Yep, go check out the management. You have returned now. Fantastic. Good to hear it. How long until you next go away? Or is it just a case of money now? Is it a case of money now? So, yeah, I think I'm trying to find the exact video. Because there is a... Is this it? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes. Okay. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to copy and paste it into chat. And for those people watching the VOD, I will do my best to remember to put it in there. If not, this is the link here. This is the link here. All right. So Hank Green does a YouTube video, and it's only like 10 minutes long. 10 minutes long? 13 minutes and 39 seconds long about gender. About the difference between like male, female, but also talks about the DNA differences when it comes to transgender people. Because we all get told in school that it's like XX female, XY male. However, those are only two of like, I think it was like 13 DNA strands that dictate what your actual gender is. And it was just like, what? Why do we only get taught about like a couple of them? XXY. Yeah, so then there's like the extra ones where you get like extras, and that induces certain things like Down syndrome and stuff like that. But there are so many other combinations of the chromosomal variation where you've got, yeah, exactly, the intersex elements of it, but then also like shitloads of like transgender stuff, like the fact that they've done brain scans on trans people and found that the brain activity matches the gender that they most identify with, as opposed to the body that they like actually inhabit. Do you know what I mean? People like to use the third grade biology that you learned at 15 to be transphobic. Yeah. It's fucking wild. It's genuinely fucking wild. I love learning this shit. I love learning this shit. It's so fucking mind-blowing to me. I love it. Babbly, you watched my video about beauty earlier. It was really interesting. It certainly made me think about how I might see myself. Thank you so much. I'm really glad that you watched it, and I'm even happier that it makes you think about how you perceive yourself. Do you know what I mean? It genuinely does, because that is the whole purpose of it. That is the whole purpose of it. My whole thing in life is hedonism. I want to live life to the absolute full, to the maximum amount of pleasure that I can possibly live my life to. But part of that pleasure is encouraging other people to live their lives to the absolute pleasure as well. I want you, every single one of you that is watching this live, every single one of you that is watching this VOD on the YouTube, every single fucking one of you, I want every single one of you to live life to the absolute fucking maximum. That is my intention in life. And if my videos either here on the Thirst and Vanity YouTube channel, look at me actually remembering to self-promote myself, that are watching the VODs on the VODs and Vanity YouTube channel, let me actually spell the fucking word right. Anybody that's on any of my other social medias, I'm remembering, look at me, self-promo and shit. Any of the social medias, all of that stuff is like, if I can help you learn to live a better life and enjoy yourself a little bit more and have a little bit more of a smile on your face on your average day-to-day existence, then I will fucking do so. I will absolutely fucking do so. I love that shit. Do you know what I mean? Didn't even need to make him promo himself. I know. Look at me. Look at me. Who am I? Who even am I anymore? What is this? Oh, scandalous. Somebody called the police. Valen Vane's been taken over by somebody who learns how to promote himself properly. Jesus Christ. You know? Promoting yourself without prompting. Who are you and what have you done with the real Valen? Exactly, right? Sheik Shake, how you doing? How's it going, you beautiful being? Live your best life? 100%. 100%. And if you're not living your best life, that's okay. But think about ways that you can make your life better. Just think about it. Just think about it. And if there's a couple of little things, that you can do that will make things a little bit easier, do them. Just do them. Don't worry about it. Worry about it afterwards. Do you know what I mean? If you do it and then it's done, and then you can worry about it. Like, oh my God, maybe it's going to work. Maybe it's not going to work. Maybe it's going to be horrible. But at least I've tried it now. At least I've done it. I've done the thing. And then we can see if it works or not. And if it doesn't work, that's cool. At least I tried it. And if it does work, fucking great. You know? Somebody call 911. Van is breaking. 911 in Roman numerals, Eris Ptolemy. Quick! Someone fetch the hawk! Fetch the hawk! We have a message! IXII. Valen Vane is potentially taken over by brain-rotting fungus. He's talking sense and is also possibly oh my God, why am I writing on this giant script? What the fuck is going on? Oh yeah, that was saying that he's also promoting himself without being prompted. What the actual fuck? Kiss kiss, love you. Chat. Why did that hawk sound like a crow? All right, yep, that's got. And slowly the sanity unravels. Slowly the sanity. Everyone, please form an orderly line so I can start counting the entirety of the human race. Exactly right. Exactly. Unless you keep Children of Men and Empreg fanfiction yourself. I mean, to be fair, you're all for it. It has to be said. It has to be said when it comes to the rumpy, pumpy, bumping uglies. As soon as you can't have children, you have more sex. As is evident by the fact that they have done survey after survey after survey, and the group of people that has more sex than any other group of people are people in retirement homes. You got a care home or a retirement home for the elderly, they will all be shagging each other. It is a well-known, documented practice. They are all going for it because they can't have babies anymore. Chances are the whole death to us part thing, one of them has fucking died. They're bored shitless and they can't do any of the stuff that they want to do. And there is no, like, they don't have to worry about, like, protection, but they also don't have to worry about fucking, like, STIs and stuff because they're all getting old anyway. You know? So, yeah. Old folks' homes, rife with STIs, rife with people shagging each other. Finley, thank you very much for coming in with your Prime here, you beautiful being. You could literally use that anywhere, and you chose to use it here. It means a hell of a lot to me. I shall now describe your name on the mirror. Vane. By having your name upon the mirror, Vaney means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, go, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? You know? Stay. We're good. We're all right. I read there was a study done somewhere saying that the later people have kids, the longer they live, as evolution keeps them alive longer to make sure that they breed. Oh, that's interesting. I know that the you are much more likely, if you are an ambitious person, you are much more likely to have children much later on in life because of the amount of things that you want to do in your life before having kids means that you put it off for longer and longer and longer and longer. And then eventually you turn around and go, well, if you still want children, you eventually turn around and be like, oh my God, my body clock. I need to have children before it's too late and stuff like that. And there's an awful lot of people in this day and age, especially, that are just not wanting kids. I'm fully expecting in the next, like, 50 years, by the end of my lifetime, I'm expecting the population of humanity to start dropping. Because there is more and more and more cultures across the world where women are refusing to have kids. They don't want babies. They do not want children. They are refusing to get married. They're refusing to have kids. And I can't say I blame them. The way that humanity has treated women across the entirety of the globe for so fucking long. You're a baby making factory. You're a baby making factory that belongs at home with the kids. But also, belonging at home with the kids is not quite enough. You also need to be a baby making factory, be at home with the kids, and go out and get a job because you know the world is more expensive and stuff like that. And it's just like, no. What do they get as a reward for being a baby making factory and staying at home with kids and going out and doing a job? What do they get? Nothing. Oh, okay, yeah. Just generally the scorn of the entire of society. All right, okay, yeah. That sounds like a well worthwhile thing to do. Jesus Christ, I'm genuinely surprised more women are not up for having more children. Oh, fucking color me surprised. But there, especially in places like Korea and parts of China and Japan, there are entire like groups of women that are just like, nah, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm just going to concentrate on living my life, having the best time I possibly can, and getting a good career. We're good. You know? I paid someone to make sure I will not create spawn. Entirely fair. I saw getting the snip as apocalypse planning. Fair. Entirely fair. You know? Literally counting the years until no possible babies. Yeah, entirely fair. SJ, you look away, you beautiful being. While you wake up, entirely fair. Go get yourself a nice cup of tea. I've already made the permanent switch to make sure that there's no buns in the oven. Best decision I ever made. No shade to anyone who has or wants kids, but you'll never meet. Yeah, no shade at all. No shade by any stretch of imagination. You got kids? Fucking great. Genuinely great. I hope that you have that as a rewarding experience in your life, and I genuinely hope that those kids grow up to be fucking amazing human beings that make the world better. I have 100% that hope for every single one of you beautiful, beautiful individuals. However, on the other side of things, also no shade on anybody that doesn't want kids. Don't anybody. Do you know what I mean? Can't wait to finally do the uterus later this year. I can fully understand it. Fully understand it, you know? You haven't seen Children of Men? I haven't seen Children of Men. I started watching it. I couldn't get into it. I think I was in the wrong brain space more than anything to do with it being a bad film. You know? Yeah, no. Doing a proper whip. I'll keep whipping till you're all up to date. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, champ. Steadily but surely. Yeah, sex differentiation in human beings early in fetal development is around the 7th week of gestation. The earliest the sex can be reliably observed via ultrasound is about the 12th week of gestation. According to gestation source before we are born, essentials of embryology and birth defects. Thank you very much, Masasha. Thank you very much for providing us with genuine scientific knowledge. I wonder if it was one of the educational channels since intersex may come out in biology. Yeah, apparently Hank does a whole load of different educational stuff. I was watching an interview with him earlier today. I only got about 20 minutes into it, and he's like a 2.5 hour interview. So I was like, I'll pick this up later. Hope everyone's doing well. Doing as well as we possibly can do. Thank you, Abby. Every time it's just triggering a lot of insecurities around the idea of, are there truly good men out there? Oh, yeah, there are definitely truly good men out there. The problem is that there is an awful lot of men that aren't so good out there. There are truly horrible, don't get me wrong, there are truly horrible women, there are truly horrible transgender individuals, there's truly horrible non-binary individuals, there's truly horrible gender void individuals, there are truly horrible human beings fucking everywhere. However, in regards to proportions, the proportion of self-serving, self-entitled, expectant, and boundary crossing men out there is vastly larger than the other genders. You know? Another fun fact about gestation, Valenvein, humans are classed as deuterosomes. Is that how I pronounced it? Meaning that the anus is the first part of the body to form in utero, meaning that everyone, we all start off as arseholes. Only some of us grow out of it. That's amazing. That's actually amazing, One True Cripple. I fucking love that. We all start off as arseholes. Oh, did you see the fucking, oh my god, there was a beautiful, when they were doing the whole Roe versus Wade thing in America, there was a beautiful interview of a guy they were having a debate. There was somebody who was pro-abortion, somebody who was pro-choice versus somebody who was pro-life. And the pro-life person was like, life begins at conception, life begins at conception, life begins at conception, the Bible, blah, 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 all that shit, yeah? And the pro-choice person was like, so you believe that life begins at conception. So you believe that the moment that the sperm enters the egg, that is when life is created. As a human being, not as like as life as a microbial fucking bacteria or what have you, but as a human being. That is the point. It's like, yes, that is the point. That is the point when the soul is given by God. God gives them the soul. God takes the soul and creates the soul and puts it into the human being. And to take that away is murder. It's murder. Blah 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 blah. And they were like, so you would know what like. If I showed you some pictures, you could literally show me the point where life is created. And he's like, yes, I can. And he goes, okay. So it shows him a picture of like of a fetus, and he's like, you're saying that this is a human being. This is a human being, and to get rid of that human being, and it's like a fetus, a very early stage fetus, all like wrapped up. In fact, you know what? I think I can actually get a picture of it. Give me 2 seconds. I think I can get the exact one they used as well. It was... Was it this one? Yeah, I think it was this one. It was... Oh, come on. It was this picture here, right, friends? Before I show you the picture, okay? Just be aware, I'm about to show you a fetus, okay? I'm about to show you a fetus, and I want everyone to just be aware that if you get squeamish over fetuses or what have you, then I'm going to thingy. So he literally was like, I'll show you a picture of a fetus, okay? And he was like, you see this fetus here? This is a fetus that was taken a scan from a scan of like it was a scan of a fetus, and this is, you are saying that this is a human being, and this can be identified as a human being, and this has a soul that God was given. Yes. And he goes, cool, that's the fetus of a dolphin. And he goes, what? And he goes, that's the fetus of a dolphin. And straight away oh my god, I've lost it. Straight after that, he literally shows this picture. Ooh, this one. Oh my god. Well, it's the picture. There. And he's like, this is a dolphin, this is a human. You literally just said that the dolphin, I think it was a little bit earlier on in it, but it was just like, you literally just said that the dolphin was a human being and that had a soul. You literally just said that. So you can't identify the difference between a dolphin and a human being. And it like literally just fucking null and voided everything that this guy was saying. I was like, this is amazing. This makes me so fucking happy. So fucking happy. All the fetus is gone for those people that were not wanting to see the picture of the fetus. The fetus is now gone. Send by if you could stick it in the chat. I would really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Friends, in a couple of minutes time, there will be a... Thank you very much, Sen. There will be an advertisement. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go visit the urination station, but I'll do that in a second. You know? It means we're all flesh donuts. We meat around the tube that runs through us. Yeah, basically, yeah. We are just meat around the tube that runs through us. I was about to jump into some really wild ass philosophy there, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'll give it some time, you know? Give it some time. That's what I want. Cool. Just making sure I'm ready for the break. Me going to visit the urination station because I really need to. Might make myself another cup of tea. Or might make myself a red bush tea. A variety of chromosomal variations and representation of intersex conditions. Yeah, Althea Luna, 100%. The Klinefelters and Turner syndromes as well. Yeah. Well, this was the thing. This is what like Hank was saying was that basically it just comes down to there's so many different chromosomes that we don't get taught about. You know? Trying to live my best life. Having a really rough time lately, but I'm working on trying to have a good time during a hard time. Yes, Sheik Shake. The good old Blanche Ebbert. So, friends, we do this thing where we read from a book. We read from a book called Don'ts for Wives, all right? As you can imagine, you're expecting a shitload of misogyny. However, the person that wrote it in 1913, a year before the suffragette movement, was a woman called Blanche Ebbert. And actually, surprisingly not misogynistic in the way, shape, or form, all right? And one of the greatest bits of advice that she gave was, don't look at the dark side of the cloud, for it is only the shadow cast by the silver lining. Squat pump. Last stream of the month. Seems like your hairline already got the message. You know it. What can I say? Sometimes you got to get your forehead out into the sunshine for all that vitamin D. I'm giving it a proper runway for all the jizz particles. And then when I raise my eyebrows, they become little cum gutters. All right? That's what it's all about. The more D I get all over my face, the better it is. You know? Like a solar panel of love. Like a solar panel of love. What a reply. Perfect. You come in saying something like that. Gonna be done. All right? Because I am all too aware I got a massive forehead. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Gotta be done. You know? What a reply. You are welcome. You are welcome. Love a bit of D in the sunshine? Oh, you know it. You fucking know it. How's it going, Sage? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Doing all right. Friends, advertisements are about to start. I'm going to get up. I'm going to have a stretch. I encourage you to do the same. Get up, have a stretch, stretch your eyes, look at something in the distance, then look back again. Grab some kind of beverage, hot, cold, or if the time is permitting, flamboyant as fuck. Don't forget to take your meds. If you haven't done already, take them now. Go take your meds, you cheeky devil. And if you are wearing a binder, have a couple of deep breaths, stretch those lungs out, stretch those rib cages out. I'll be back in approximately 3 minutes when the advertisements are finished, all right? I'm going to turn the music up so that everyone can have a good time. See you in a minute. Welcome back, you spectacular specimens of humankind. Thank you very much for waiting. I very, very much appreciate it. Sorry, I'm not sorry at all by any stretch of the imagination. It took a little bit longer because I needed to get the maximum flavor out of my red bush. Oh, I do love that. I love that red bush. Where was I? took me around the time it took me to realize it was 911. Yeah. Talking of the crow, how was the edited crow last night? They messed it up. Oh, it was amazing. Stupid, yeah. So last night, friends, every month for those people that are new here, every month we do a movie night. We do a movie night. And last night we did our community movie night where we all just pile into the Discord. You don't have to be a subscriber, and it's not a paid thing. It's just like a community thing that we do every month. And last night we watched The Crow, but because I have my own personal triggers regarding anything to do with sexual assault, and I know that many of the community have those same triggers, we watched The Crow without the sexual assault scenes. A beautiful member of the community called Warlock UK went through the entire fucking movie and edited out every single sexual assault scene, and it was fucking amazing. The edits were borderline perfect. There was only certain bits that I knew it was happening because I've seen the original movie so many times when I was younger, before I had all of the major triggers that I have. And yeah, it was fucking sensational. However, after that, Stupedia, after we watched the movie, we did a deep dive into the world of the Crow universe. And it turns out there are 20... There's Eric Draven, all right, who is the character from the original animated novel and the character from the movie with Brandon Lee in it. And we talked about like the fact that they're bringing out this new reimagining of the movie with a new Eric Draven. But we realized there is literally 21 other crows that they could have used. They literally could have used any of the other people that the Crow brings back from the dead. Got his movie night when the reminder popped up 5 minutes before, and I was like, bollocks, busy now. Yeah, that's a shame. But, you know, there's always next time. But yeah, it was fucking great. It was really, really fucking good. And, yeah, it was. I had a wonderful fucking time. I missed that movie so much because I never watched it because of all the sexual assault scenes. Now I've got a copy of it that doesn't have that. I'm really happy. I'm really excited. And yeah, it was great to watch. It was genuinely really fucking good to watch. And yeah, it was wild though because we went on a proper little deep dive afterwards about the entire universe and how there's different types of crows, and like some of them are like the spirit crow, like you see in the movie with Eric Draven, where it's like, okay, you get cat-like reflexes and immortality and all that jazz. And then there are other ones where there's like one of the crows that brings back the soul, but there's a time limit on it. So one of the crows brings back a soul, and it's like, we've brought you back to life to enact your vengeance, but you only have until your body starts rotting. So they don't bring them back for the immortality side of things. It's literally just a case of, we have brought you back to animate a corpse in order to enact your revenge. However, your body will not heal, and you have until you start rotting to a point where you can't continue to enact your revenge, which is fucking wild. There's another one that requires, like, the person has a certain amount of Gorgon blood in them, and they get brought back, and they can heal instantaneous regeneration, but they only have so much Gorgon blood, and it's the Gorgon blood that makes them heal. And it's just like, fucking hell. Why did they not explore this universe more and make this reimagining into a completely different Crow story? They literally could have, yeah, their remake could have been any other damn Crow, but they decided to choose Eric Draven to piss off the original fans. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm actually going to do, I think I might do another YouTube video on that, actually, about the fact that we watched The Crow and did a deep dive into it, and then talk a little bit about the Crow universe and how they literally could have made anybody else. But I'll get onto that at some stage in the next couple of weeks, I would imagine. You know what I mean? Good, I missed it. It was a great night. It was a really, really good night. By the way, friends, the next one, if you would like to know when the next movie night is, okay, so the upcoming streams that we've got, tomorrow there's no stream. So there's no stream Tuesday this week, no stream Wednesday this week, because I'm away visiting my partner and helping her out because she's got a work meeting and she needs someone to look after her kid. And I'm going to go up and look after him, and we're going to have a great time. So there's no stream Tuesday and Wednesday this week. There is an extra stream on May the 2nd. Also, don't forget, friends, local elections for the UK. If you're in the UK, do not forget, if you are going to go and vote, which I encourage you all to do so, regardless of who it is you choose to vote for, do not forget to take your ID. They've brought out a new law in the United Kingdom. You cannot vote without photo ID. So make sure you take your photo ID. There's my heads up for the May the 2nd, all right? Find out where your polling station is. Make sure you get there. Make sure you take photo ID. Make sure you go into it. Do you know what I mean? Crow Law Mythical Monday when? Fucking hell, could you imagine that deep dive? I think we talked for about an hour and a half maybe after the movie because we were just getting really into it. Getting really fucking into it. It was wild. Really, really interesting though. So yeah, there'll be an extra stream on May the 2nd, an extra stream on May the 3rd to make up for the streams that I'm missing. Then on May the 13th, we're doing a Mythical Mondays. For those people that are new here, once a month, we do a deep dive into ancient mythos of monsters. All right, so we've done one on the vampires, we've done one on zombies, we've done one on the curse of the mummy, we've done one on werewolves, we've done one on succubus, we've done one on Krampus, we've done one on leprechauns, we've done one on witches. And the next one, that on the 13th of May, we are going to be deep diving the origins of ghosts. Not a specific ghost, the generic ghost. Could you vote without photo ID before? Yes. Yeah. If you went in and gave your name with your address, you could vote. But you had to give like the name and the address. But now it's photo ID only, which is really hard because the photo ID means that you have to pay for a passport or you have to pay for you have to pay for a passport or pay for a driver's license. It's basically, what it basically is, Masasha, is reading between the lines, it's trying to stop young people from voting. Because you can, in the UK, I don't want to get into the politics, this is the last thing I'm going to say on the entire matter, but basically in the UK, you can vote from the age of 16. You have the right to vote from the age of 16. But you have to have photo ID, which an awful lot of 16-year-olds won't have because they have never needed to have a passport if they've never gone abroad. And thank you so much for that, Semba. I forgot we did that, but yes. We never had if you've not got a passport or you've not applied for your provisional license and paid for them, because, you know, these things cost fucking money, and a lot of people, especially at the moment, don't have fucking money. It's basically a way of punishing young people and stopping young people from voting. And given the government that's currently in charge, they don't want the young people to vote because the young people fucking hate them. As you can see by news stories of politicians being chased out of universities because all of the young people fucking hate them. Anyway, thank you very much, Sen. That's it. Enough politics. But yeah, effectively just making sure everyone's like on the same thing. You need photo ID. If you're in the UK, our local elections are on the 2nd of May. You need to bring photo ID in order to vote. You know? We did a Crow deep dive and then an Anne Rice vampire deep dive. We did, yeah, we did, yeah. Think you can apply for a free photo ID from the government? Well, evidently not anymore, Bably, because by the time it gets here, it will not be, you won't be able to get it before the May the 2nd. But if that is the case, then yeah, we'll look into it. Look into it, you know what I mean? Line was drawn. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're moving swiftly on. How's it going, Duchess? Doing all right, thank you very much. Doing okay. All fun and games. What was I saying? Yeah, so Mythical Mondays, we're going to be deep diving into the origins of ghosts. Where did the concept of ghosts come from? Because many different cultures have an idea of life after death. Many different cultures have the idea of spirits roaming around. But where did the idea of ghosts specifically come from? And that's what we're going to be finding out on the 13th of May. And then our next movie night, our very next movie night, is going to be the 19th of May, where we're going to be watching a movie called Only Lovers Left Alive. I believe it to be a vampire movie. I believe it's a vampire movie. I have never seen it before, but a few members of the community are quite passionate about it, and they are keen. They are keen and eager to have me watch it. So we're going to watch that on the 19th of May. Sunday the 19th of May, it will be 7 p.m. BST. If you want to stick it in your diary so you don't miss it, you're more than welcome to do so. I do put a reminder, but sometimes I leave it very last minute. So, yeah. Stick it on there, you know? Stick it in there. It's like Val's slowly going crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, switch. Crazy slowly going... Is he? 6, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, switch. Is that a musical number, Kindred? Crazy. I was great. Yeah, evidently there is a reference there that I was fucking lost in. Completely lost on me, that one. I had a discussion with my cousin earlier about it. She wants to find a gyno who'll just yeet us the uterus because she hasn't wanted kids her whole life. This is one of the major problems you've got, Eris, is the fact that it's like the amount of times that somebody with a uterus will go in and be like, hey, I don't want babies ever. There isn't a single part of me that has ever wanted a child. Can you please get rid of my uterus? And the doctor will be like, oh, but one day you might get a husband that you don't want to do the thing. I was typing, but the line was drawn, so I retracted. I appreciate that. And Masasia, I appreciate your comment, but yeah, Sembar very rightly put the line in there. So nothing personal. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I appreciate that. But thank you very much, Masasia, for doing it. If you want to DM me it, if whatever you typed was particularly important to it, you're more than welcome to DM me it. More than welcome to DM it. But thank you very much, Sembar, for upholding that, because you're right. Otherwise, I will just go on a fucking political spiral. And that is literally the only topic that I do not talk about on stream. Any other topic, more than happy to chat about. Politics, yeah, gotta be careful. And the reason why, for those people that are ever wondering why, like, I will talk about fucking anything to the nth degree. The reason why we don't talk about politics on the stream is because I had one politics stream. A single politics stream where we actively talked about politics, and I lost 50 followers and 3 moderators. 4 moderators? 4 moderators. Do you know what I mean? No politics before the mods resign again? Exactly. So I'm like, I think it was 3 moderators and 50 followers. And I'm like, do you know what? I'm never doing this again. It's not worth it. It is actively not worth it. I understand now why people don't want to talk about politics. Or more specifically, why streamers don't want to talk about politics. Oh yeah, talking about uteruses. The advice that Lady Cleo gave about uterus yeeting was very, very interesting. So if you are somebody with a uterus and you want to get rid of it, and you are like, do you know what? I want to be sterilized. I want to have my uterus removed from my body, or whatever the case may be, whatever options you are deciding to take. If you go to a doctor and they turn around and go, but you might have a husband that wants to have babies at some stage, like completely denying your own bodily autonomy or what have you, and they refuse to give you it, Lady Cleo recommended that you immediately, in response to that, you say, okay, can you please put it on my medical record that you are denying me this procedure and the reason for it? Actively turn around, look them straight in the fucking face and be like, okay, you're refusing me this procedure because of the concept of a man that either doesn't exist or I've already spoken to, or whatever the fucking scenario. You are denying my own bodily autonomy. Could you please put it on my medical records as the GP that I am currently speaking, as the doctor, the medical professional I'm currently speaking to, put it on my medical records that you are denying me this procedure despite my express wishes, and the reason that you are choosing to deny me this procedure. Get that shit in writing. Exactly, Avenged Vampire. Exactly. Fun fact, I was in the room when with my spouse when they got told that maybe a future husband, not me mind you, might want children, and therefore it was a no. So you, as the married partner, Sembar, was literally in the room when they were like, can I please yeet us the uterus? And they were like, well, you might split up with this person, and there might be a husband in the future who wants to have babies. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Doctors are a different breed of person. I will say, JB Music, do you know what? There are some absolutely fucking amazing, sensational, fantastically attentive medical professionals out there. And I would even go so far as to say they are in the majority for the majority of the time. Obviously, everybody has bad days, and they are all human beings, and they all have their own beliefs and what have you. And they should not put their beliefs on you by any stretch of the imagination. However, people have run-ins with doctors all the time, especially when it comes to body autonomy. I would say that there are definitely good fucking medical professionals out there, and I would say the vast majority of people that go into the medical profession are doing it for the right reasons. They want to help people. They genuinely want to help people. But that does not mean they should not be held accountable. Do you know what I mean? Lady Claire says they tried so hard. Oh, they tried to say there wasn't enough evidence that I'd been asking for almost 2 decades. So I wanted to start a paper trail, and they U-turned so hard. Love it. Love to see it. To which I would say I think we're done here forever. But the thing is, Kino Wolfie, if that's the response you get everywhere you go, if you go into a doctor and say, I'd like to have my uterus removed because I have no intention of children, I don't want children, I've got no, there's no part of me that wants children ever. And they go, well, you might have a husband at one point that desperately wants children. And you go, cool, I think we're done here forever. I'm going to go move to a different place. And they give you exactly the same thing. It's that whole thing of, if you specifically make them accountable for their actions, that will have so much more impact than turning around and being like, I'm fucking done, I'm out. Fuck you. You're not respecting my bodily autonomy. Turn around and be like, okay, if that is your choice, that's fair enough. Put it on my medical records. Put it on the official medical documentation that I have requested this operation, and I have given these reasons as to why I want this operation, and you are choosing to deny me, and the reasons for why you have chosen to deny me. Just put them all on my medical records so that, you know, there is always a paper trail for this. Cheers. Thank you. Bye. You know what I mean? I'm blessed to have been treated by many, but there are some that I wouldn't trust to spell my name. Oh, yeah. JB Music, I have definitely had my run-ins with both good and bad medical professionals. I had a medical professional who point-blank refused to believe that I was allergic to penicillin, despite the evidence that was directly posed in front of them. Oh, look, I have a massive rash across my back. Oh, no, that's not an allergy to penicillin. It's shingles. But it disappears when I stop taking the penicillin. No, definitely shingles. But it reappears when I start taking the penicillin again. No, it's definitely shingles. Can we do a test for shingles? No, I've already declared that it's shingles. You know? I was thinking small, thank you. It's all right, Kino Wolfie, it's okay. That's what we like to do here. We like to make people think of things from different perspectives. Do you know what I mean? And your response will be the response that a lot of people have. That whole, you're not giving me bodily autonomy, fuck you and everything you stand for. But you've got to, like you say, you've got to take that moment to step back and be like, okay, let's think of the bigger picture here. Let's think of the bigger picture. No, I'm going to make you accountable. You want to deny me? Cool, fantastic. Put it on my medical records. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Lux, how you doing? How's it going? Field development, a lot of animals start the same. Oh yeah, mammals, generally speaking, for the fetus, they all pretty much look exactly the same in the early stages. We all share those levels of genetics. You know?
Kind.
Max, you cheeky devil, you beautiful human being. Thank you very much for giving that sub to Lady Cleo Cabaret, our dear friend. Friends! Oh, I say friends. Lady Cleo, thanks to the joyousness of Max Wattage gifting you the 769th gift subscription. I shall now describe your name on the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror, go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, harra, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? You know? Whoop. Stay there, Mirror. Stay there. Let me get to the line. Where's the line? There we go. Cool. People contributing towards the Yorkshire stream. Like 76% Yorkshire at the moment. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? No. But that's me. I don't really like toppings on pizza. I'm like give me a good fucking margarita and I will have it any day. I kind of feel like other toppings skew the flavor of the actual pizza itself. That's a personal choice. I like sweet corn on pizza. I'm like a sweet corn pizza kind of person. But ooh, okay. Yeah, that kind of thing. But pineapple, I don't like pineapple anyway, so I would never have it on anything. I'm not a fan of the flavor. You know? Talking the future husband of mine wants kids, we wouldn't be a good fit, so moot point, really. Exactly, Event Vampire. That's kind of the point. Do you know what I mean? That is literally the point. It's like, it doesn't matter what a future husband might want. It's your bodily autonomy. Do you know what I mean? And that's fucking wild to me. That's absolutely fucking wild to me. And even more wild what Sembar was saying of the idea of being like, no, actually, even though you're here with your partner, who you have got legal representation proving that you are together for as long as humanly possible, if not life. Despite that fact that you are here together, you might split up one day and then you might get with a husband who wants a baby. I would, like, Sembar, I genuinely I'm impressed that you didn't, like, I would have genuinely launched so many levels of fucking discrimination. I would have literally gone to the legal fucking nth degree. I appreciate that that's because I'm a bitter and spiteful person when it comes down to shit like this. But I would have been like, fucking hell, right. I would like to speak. I forgot our response. I'm sure it was suitable, knowing you, Sembar. But yeah, I'd have been like, right, cool. So, who's in charge of this medical practice, please? Because I'm going to take you for discrimination and actively insulting not only a patient, but a patient and their partner. I'm going to take you for all you are fucking worth. Because you have had the audacity to sit there, deny my partner their bodily autonomy, and insinuate that I am not a good enough partner for them. It was so out of field, it was also a bit shocking. Oh, I can imagine! How's it getting, Nibiru? Hello, you beautiful being. Sorry, discuss me how hypothetical person has more control over a woman's body than the woman themselves, including anyone with a vagina, uterus, autonomy. Yeah. All these stories about having roadblocks and resistance to get the uterus is one of the few reasons that I didn't even try to start the process. JB Music, it's always worth trying to start the process, but go in with all of if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to do with your body, go in, speak to a GP, like, hey, this is what I want to do. Go speak to your doctor, like, this is what I want to do, this is why I want to do it, and this is my decision over my own bodily autonomy. Ask the question. If they then say no, like, they might turn around, and because you've got to remember that medical professionals also have a level of due diligence that they have to ask you about, all right? That's just the way that the world of medicine works, all right? They have to ask you because in this world where suing culture is so unbelievably high, the concept of turning around and suing a doctor because they didn't tell you something can be done, you know? So the thing you need to do is, like, they will turn around and be like, okay, I appreciate, like, they may turn around and be rude about it, but realistically speaking, what they're going to say is, okay, I understand where you're coming from, but can I offer you some, like, thoughts, things to think about, you know? Here are things that you might not have thought about to this point. And that is just them doing their due diligence. They have every right to do that, and it is their it is their like almost quality to control to make sure that they are not advising you wrong as a patient. It's like, okay, I understand you want to get rid of your uterus and stuff, but these are a few things that you might not have considered before you do get rid of your uterus, okay? This is just due diligence. If they then turn around and say no after that, after you've turned around and be like, do you know what? No, fuck you. Like, I don't want anything to do with this. I don't want anything to do with my uterus. I just want it fucking removed. I want my tubes tied. I want sterilized. I want whatever the fucking medical operation is after that. At that point, you can turn around and go, cool. I appreciate you doing that. Could you please put it on my medical record? Just go straight in with that. Don't think it's like, cool. I'm going to make a paper trail for this. Can you put it on my medical record that you are refusing to give me this treatment? Despite having explained all of the reasons why I might want to keep it, and me still saying no, you are removing my bodily autonomy, and I would like you to confirm that. And I want you to put that on the paperwork, you know? You know? Why can I imagine it's not asked if a man wants... Oh, if a man wants a vasectomy, it's a piece of piss. I know many men that have had... many people with penises that have had vasectomies. And it's not been an issue. Not been an issue. But I think the real difference there, Stupedia, and it has to be said, like, just so that everyone's all on the fucking same page, okay? It has to be said, one of the big reasons there is because a vasectomy is reversible. You can reverse a vasectomy. You cannot reverse removing the uterus or removing the eggs or what have you. You can't do it. Once it's done, it's done. You know? So that's worth noting. You know? Literally had a screaming match with a nurse last Pride because I had come off my hormonal contraceptions and didn't want to go on anything else or have a coil fitted. All I asked her was if there was any of the local clinics had free latex-free condoms. Oh wow! And you had a screaming match because of that? What? The nurse would not accept that I didn't want more hormones? That's fucking outrageous. That's wild. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's telling me the vasectomies. That is basically what the argument comes down to. Not all vasectomies are reversible. My procedure is 100% non-reversible. Oh, really? That I did not know. I didn't realize that not all vasectomies were reversible. I thought they were all reversible. That is genuinely news to me. Call me fucking educated today, friends. Today I learned something. How you doing, Lou? How's it going? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Fun fact, same hospital. The fun fact 2, same hospital I went to urology. My spouse could not join, and 5 minutes. You were in 5 minutes and planning my appointment for the snip time. Oh Jesus! So your version, yeah, they literally got down to your comment there, Semba. So you went in to the same hospital, to the urology department. Your spouse was not allowed to join you, and you were in there 5 minutes. Wild. That is absolutely fucking wild. But it really shows the difference in approach when it comes to genitalia, you know? Yeah, if you were saying a man didn't want kids and wait for a vasectomy, they wouldn't be refused or told about future wives. No, God no. Finally, I'm not alone. Sweet corn and pizza. Yeah. Oh God, yeah. So many people don't get it. Yeah. McStevels doesn't get it. McStevels has tried it and is just like, no, this is fucking weird. And I'm like, sweet corn on pizza. Just a margarita with sweet corn. Fucking exquisite. It is the shit. You know? You put the point on Jonathan. I was not, thought I hadn't been made clear in my meaning. That's hilarious. I love that. Making a judge realize I didn't come across properly. No, it's all good. It's all good. Sweet corn pizza, yeah. Margarita pizza with sweet corn on it. How you doing, Luke? How you doing, you beautiful being? Hope the work is treating you all right. Never tried it, but willing to try it. It's worth it, friends. It's just, do you know what it is? It's like your average margarita pizza with a little freshness. Mwah. Just little something. Little something. Little something. Pizza is life. Pizza is love. I agree. I agree. I can pretty much... It takes a hell of a lot for me to not want pizza. Like, I know full well, no matter where I go in the world, if there is pizza available, I'll be good. Because A, my favorite pizza is the simplest pizza to make. So I don't have to worry about that. And B, I am never not in the mood for pizza. So I'm good. You are what you eat, and I'm borderline a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking wild. There you go, homemade pizza. Sounds good. That works for me, Sen. That works for me. A chicken and mushroom pizza. Mushroom and Italian sausage. I'm all for a cheeky bit of Italian sausage. But mushrooms? You would sully? You would sully your perfectly good pizza. Your perfectly good, exquisite, like food of the fucking gods pizza with mushrooms? Something desperately wrong with you. I know you love fucking mushroom pizza, Lucas Bond, because you sent me a picture of a pizza that literally had more mushrooms on it than any other ingredient, including the dough. It was fucking vile. It made me jip just thinking about it. You two stream, what are you doing well today?
Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you very much. Welcome on in, Princess Marceline. Thank you very much for the follow. And also, welcome on in. How you doing? How's it going? I'm doing all right. We're talking about some very deep subjects, so I don't know whether you've just joined us or whether you've been hanging around for a bit, but well, I say deep subjects. We have gone from people having bodily autonomy over their own uteruses versus pizza. We are a stream of tangents here, friends. We are a stream of fucking tangents. If nothing else, we will get all over that shit, right? All over that. All right, let me scroll down a wee bit, because once again, behind it. Bits, how you doing? How's it going? My husband was asked if I was happy with him getting a vasectomy. Okay, at least, do you know what, Bits? At least there is a level of equality there, I suppose. Like them at least asking. But at the same time, like, a person should have bodily autonomy over their own body. You know what I mean? A person should have bodily autonomy over their own body. It's like, okay, this is my body, regardless of who I'm with. Doesn't fucking matter. That's an argument that I can have with my respective partner at another time that doesn't need to involve a medical professional. Doesn't need to involve a medical professional. That's an argument between me and my partner. It shouldn't be a thing. If I want to go in and get my fucking testes removed and worn as a hat, I shouldn't need to ask anybody else. I don't know how you'd stretch a testy, but maybe scrotum. It's all wrinkly like that. But, you know, that's not the point. You get the idea. You get the idea. Busy, but bank holiday weekends are 3 days off. Oh, amazing. I mean, is it bank holiday this week? Oh, shit, yeah, May Day. Fucking hell, of course it will be. Completely fucking forgot. It doesn't make a difference to me. I'm working. I work anyway. But I'm glad that you've got some time off, Luke. I'm glad. Are you doing anything special for it? You doing anything special for it? Once I'm in a proper vehicle, I'm definitely making the consultation appointment. So I do not want this crippling pain anymore. Grateful for the insight about today. Do it. Do it. Which Ninja Turtle would I be? Michelangelo. When I was growing up, Stupedia, out of all of the Ninja Turtles, I really liked Leonardo initially because he was the leader when I was growing up. It was like, oh my god, Leonardo's the coolest because he's the one with the swords. Then I got to like my later part, the later part of my first decade, so like teenager, and I really liked Donatello. Never really liked Raphael. I thought he was a bit of a moody bitch. I really liked Donatello because he was super intelligent, and there was something about the fact that he just had a giant stick and was beating people off that made me really happy. But as I got into my teenage years and realized how much I love pizza and partying and started skateboarding, I realized that of all of them, Michelangelo, I didn't even like the color orange at the time, but Michelangelo was like the real me. Everything's super lighthearted. Nothing really fucking matters. Everything can be resolved with pizza and a party, and we're all good. Do you know what I mean? I'm Team Raph. Hello, trauma response. I just thought that Raphael was super fucking moody all the time, and I was just like, for fuck's sake. You could just, it would be all right if you, like, relaxed a little bit. And what I didn't understand was why Raphael was like that when everybody else wasn't. When they all came from exactly the same place. Do you know what I mean? But I appreciate it's a comic and they were trying to make, you know, people have different personalities and shit. Your favorite is just mushroom on pizza? I guess someone would think me weird for it, but now I can't eat pizza and gluten-free is expensive. That makes sense. Gluten-free is very expensive. But on the other side of things, at least you're not eating mushrooms on your pizza, Lou. You know? At least you're not eating mushrooms on your pizza. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ooh. And that's me muted with the VOD. Thank you very much for the 200 little bits there for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fucking great. Great soundtrack. I was so confused for a second there, but it was a great soundtrack. Yes, friends, don't forget to take your meds. Thank you very much, Authentic Car. Don't forget to take your meds. I'm just pulling up the whimsical fact for Nibia in there. Oh my god, brilliant. All right. Heroes in the half shell. Total power. Yeah, 100%. Whimsical fact about sex. Did you know that the average ejaculation from a person with a penis sends between 30 million and 750 million sperm swimming wherever they happen to swim? Though this is impressive, this is nothing on your average pig. The average pig ejaculation contains approximately 8 billion sperm cells. The average pig ejaculation jizzes the same amount as every human being currently on the planet. Dare I say pigs are porking it? Oh my god, Kino Wolfer, really? Really? Every single human being. The pigs cheat. Oh yeah, I know about the pig orgasms, but longest orgasm in mammals is that of the domestic pig. On average, orgasm lasts about 30 minutes, but it can last for as long as 9 minutes, which is one thing. But my real question is, how did they find that out? That's the question that I always have to, like, when it comes to stuff like, I get it when it comes to orgasms in human beings, all right? Completely and utterly, because you can get consent. It's like, cool, we'll do these things. How long can we make the person orgasm for? All that jazz. When it comes to other creatures, I have questions. Because if pigs are anything like human beings, which I don't know, I genuinely have got no idea whether they are or not. I am aware that human beings, the vast majority, I think it's like 81% of people with vulvas, can't orgasm from penetrative stimulation alone. Which makes me wonder about how they found that out. And I'm not entirely sure whether I want to know the answer. Pigs anatomically and organ-wise, I believe, is very similar to humans. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Which is why I have questions. Which is why I have questions. You know? Although saying that, maybe they count it per square centimeter and then checked how many square centimeters. Maybe a thing, to be fair. I think I've just realized something, friends. And it's only in my knowledge of anatomy, the ridiculous amount of documentaries that I've watched. But I think I've just realized why the clitoris is where it is. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Once upon a time, friends, I watched a documentary about the evolution of man. The evolution of man. About how we went from ape-like creatures up to being Homo sapiens that we are at the moment. And it literally goes through the different stages to the point where, like, literally it's like, okay, this is the first human. And they talked about it in the thing. It was like, this is the first humanoid creature, the first homid, where they have face-to-face sex. Before that, they are all... Van had an apostrophe. I fucking did. Yeah. They were... Before that, it was all taken from behind. Like, pretty much every mammal out there. Nearly every mammal that has sex, one being taken from behind by the other, you know? See you later, Sen. Thank you very much for stopping by, you beautiful being. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You take it easy, you beautiful being. I hope you have a good evening. Also, thank you very much for sending that thing through, Sen. I'll check it out after stream. All right? So, yeah. So, talking about me taking him from behind is just too much. Oh, I need to call that. Oh, that makes sense. That makes... Oh, okay. That is completely understandable. Completely understandable. Brilliant. Yeah, so the idea of, like mammalian creatures, usually... When it comes to heteronormative dynamics, penis in vagina sex, they are normally taken from behind. It was only later in the evolution of hominids that it turned to be the one spreading their legs, displaying their vulva, and then being taken on face to face. Now, when it comes to the missionary position, the only real contact that the clitoris gets is if you are at the exact correct angle and you grind properly when it comes to missionary position. Whereas, if you are being taken from behind in your classic mammalian doggy style way, then theoretically speaking, the clitoris could get tantalized with every thrust, with the flapping of the scrotal pouch. And thus, it is entirely possible that it is easier for other mammalian creatures, providing the clitoris is in the right place, in regards to, like, if it's in the same place as it is on human beings, it is entirely possible it is easier for most mammalian creatures to orgasm than it is for humans to orgasm. And you figured that out now. It was more down to the fact that, like, I always knew it was a fucking thing, but now it's like it's different knowing that, like, obviously the tapping of it with the flapping of the scrotal pouch. Exactly. It's like taking somebody from behind is definitely going to stimulate the clit in a different way. 100%. I like that. I obviously fucking knew. The penny that was dropping was that the relation to doggy style versus the orgasm potential of mammalian creatures as a whole. That was where the penny drop came in. The ball's been knocking on the doorbell. Yeah, exactly. And Valen has allowed me to take off learn a new thing from my list today. Yeah. like I said, I always knew that there was like certain stimulation
Panda
when
to
being taken
Mago.
from behind.
Panda to it. Panda to it.
Real John Ra, thank you very much for the panderings to my ego, the 100 cheeky little bitties there. I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I always knew about the benefits of doggy style when it comes to depth and tantalization. You get a different kind of feel to it, but it was a thing that I'd completely not thought about when it comes to mammalian creature, the mammalian evolution versus human copulation. Do you know what I mean? Look at me using all the big words. You know? Takes a new meaning to knocking on heaven's door. It certainly fucking does. Certainly fucking does. There's some pretty wild pizzas when you lived in China. Back to pizzas. We have pretty wild pizzas when you lived in China. That's where I had sweet corn on it for the first time. Oh, really? Really? The reason why I had sweet corn pizza was because I was pissed out my face and I was like, do you know what? I fancy something delightfully refreshing. Oh, sweet corn. That'll do nicely. And it turns out it was revolutionary for me, you know? You know? You sat with, oh, I remember, Lou. I remember you being there the day after Ken when we all went out and had a fucking drink and you got that fucking mushroom pizza. It was outrageous. Outrageous. Jam tried a new pizza place a little while ago. It was so good. Jam's a margarita person, but I had a biltong and mascarpone on mine. And it was so awesome. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm very much a margarita person. Very much. I love my margaritas. Do you know what I mean? Sounds like my music I listen to is very bad. To be fair, Princess Marceline, I like a good eclectic mix of music. And at the moment, we're just listening to whatever the royalty-free playlist is on Pretzel Rocks for like rock music and stuff. There's a t-shirt with a Val Vane exclusive design to tie a pizza and a uterus together. That is true. Yeah. We have got a dedicated t-shirt that is about it's a uterus monster being praised by cultists who are offering it pizza. There's a story behind it, but no one really needs to know the story. Just the t-shirt is fucking hilarious, you know. Right, let me scroll down again because I am so fucking far behind in chat. Again, friends, if I've missed something in chat today, chat has been going fucking wild, and I am so fucking appreciative for it, friends. I am genuinely really appreciative. I love it when the chat is just flowing. Do you know what I mean? It makes me feel so fucking good. It makes me feel like the stream's really like alive, you know. Why would you want to? Why would that make you want to find out that stuff? Don't know. Oh yeah, 100%. There's so many things in the world that I'm like, science actually did this. Why? What was the purpose of this? You know what I mean? Use pig hearts in biology to study anatomy at high school. Yeah. Pigs and humans are actually surprisingly genetically related on like a base level, you know. Van talking about me too much taking him from behind. Yours was foil. I was pretty shit, but it let me live my swashbuckling fantasies. Huzzah! Right, where was I? There we go. Oh, you asked the specs question? Yes, Authentica. On this topic, more stimulation from the internal clitoral penetration versus the G-spot. What do you mean, Authentica? Do you mean like so when it comes down to like somebody with a vulva, here we go, friends. For those people that are not aware, I do sex education on the stream, and when somebody uses their channel points to ask the schmex question, I'm happy to answer them. So when it comes to the vulva, the clitoris itself is actually a massive fucking organ, and it goes from where the clit nubbin is on the external bit right the way through the top line of the vaginal wall and then round the sides as well. So when you like go in at a certain angle, so say this is your the thing is, if you go in at a certain angle, you can actually basically stimulate the flesh around the clitoral organ, and that stimulates the similar sort of area, which basically adds to like the pleasure, the erogenous zone pleasure areas and what have you.
Flee!
You know? Ladies and gentlemen, all genders outside and between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Who do they think they are? The absolute audacity, I tell you. The absolute audacity. How's it going, Ditsy Kitty? What were you up to today, you beautiful bean? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Thank you very much for bringing your people over here. It means a hell of a lot to me. We're just talking about sex. Friends, if you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave, for I am a colossal filth wizard, and don't be corrupting the ears of the young. Doing some Stardew Valley. People go check out Ditsy Kitty. Ditsy Kitty is a wonderful, wonderful bean. How was your cute and calm and relaxing stream on Stardew Valley? What did you get up to? Is it the first time you're playing it, or have you played it before? Tell me all of the things. Tell me all of the things. Friends, we are talking about sex at the moment. Talking about rumpy pumpy bumping uglies. Because we were talking about pig anatomy. Well, we were talking about sex, then we were talking about pig anatomy, now we're talking about sex again. Doing some Stardew Valleys with my besties. Nice cozy Monday farming and fishing. Oh, I love that. I love that, you beautiful bean. I'm really glad to... Thank you so much for bringing your people over. It means a lot. It means a lot. Friends, if you are not following Ditsy Kitty well, please go and do so. Please go click that cheeky little follow button. They are wonderful and glorious. They're always a good time, you know. Got 4 copies of the game. I have over 1,000 hours on it. But there's a new update, so I'm super obsessed again. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. The 2-second sex pause made me smirk. Talking about sex, you know. It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. Ditsy Kitty, if you need to disappear off, if you need to go grab a snaffly treat, go grab some delightful beverage, please go do so. Go look after yourself. I know what it's like when you've been streaming. I've got something tickling my eyeball. It's so covert. Yeah, right. What you were describing, what I'm asking is, would the position from behind be stimulating because the impact of the clitoris from behind is my question. No. It depends on what angle you go from. So if you're taking somebody from behind, it really depends on basically the angle of it. If the person, if we're talking about penetrative sex with a penis and a vagina, if the person had like particularly large fucking thigh muscles or whatever, or thighs, and the angle was more of a downwards angle, then yes, theoretically speaking, it would touch that internal top vaginal wall. But generally speaking, and it also depends on whether the penis is curved in some way, shape, or form. But generally speaking, as it penetrates, it would, because of the way that penises are when they're erect, it would run along what is equivalently the back wall of the vagina, which can be quite sensitive in the same way, but it's not as regular. It's not as often, if I remember correctly. And then of course there's G-spots in the butt and stuff that might thingy, do you know what I mean? Use Audible in my local library. Originally trained as a high school drama English teacher. Doing on Discord. Ah, look at you conversing and getting to know each other and stuff. I love it. I love it when this shit happens. Produce talking books for the blind and print disabled for the Library of Congress. Oh, that's really cool, Busey, man. That's really, really awesome. I love that. Right, where the fuck was I? Can't go wrong with cheese, to be fair. Yeah. Unless, of course, you are lactose intolerant. Not a fan of Stilton. I don't like that many cheeses. I've tried an awful lot because I fucking love the idea of cheese. But the more I try, I'm like, it's all right. It's okay. It's not amazing, though. It doesn't blow my mind. You know? Phoenix of the Fens also redeeming a whimsical fact. I'm with you in 2 seconds. Let me catch up with chat a wee bit. Which the books I produced were commercially viable mainly because we have some amazing narrators. Unfortunately, you need to be eligible for the program to get them. Oh, that's a real shame. That's a real shame. Neurospicy Brain has made audiobooks necessary for the last 4 to 5 years. That makes sense. But sister company mine does make commercially available ones. Yeah, cool. Amazing. And then the rating. Yeah. Thank you very much, Dedicated, once again, for bringing all you beautiful people over here. Short one today, so I'm good to chill for a while. Tech difficulties, that is understandable. That is understandable. There has been a lot of tech gremlins going on for sure, you know. I've just shared the stream by WhatsApp friends, so hopefully they'll join it. Oh, thank you very much for that, Bumbling Bee. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. And I always appreciate it when people share the stream. But it's very kind of you to think about doing it. As much as I'm loving this conversation, I must unfortunately disappear off. Hope you all have a brilliant rest of your day and stream. Keep being your brilliant selves, JB. Thank you very much for popping by. I appreciate you. You take it easy. I didn't even notice you, Bumbling Bee. Did I not say hello to you, Bumbling Bee? Oh, in which case, that is my bad. I thought I had. I thought I saw your name pop in and I thought I'd said hello. But hello. How you doing? How's it going? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Yeah, sneaking in. Sneaking in. Scandalous. Scandalous, I tell you. I guess still confused about the specifics of sex clitoris revelation you've had. So the revelation, so for all those that have just joined us, all these beautiful raiders that have just joined us, the revelation I basically had was the fact that mammals tend to do it doggy style, you know? Because we were talking about the pig orgasm, all right? This is where it all came down from. The pig orgasm can last between 60 and 90 minutes. And I was like, how did they find that out? At what point did they find that out? Because if the pig anatomy is anything like human anatomy, then realistically speaking, that pigs are not likely to orgasm from penetration alone. So at what point did they make a pig orgasm to find out how long it could orgasm and why? Why would you do that? Do you know what I mean? That was where my brain fucking went. Okay? So that was where the thought pattern started. I was like, why would you fucking do that? And then my immediate thought was, well, most humans, when it comes to people with vulvas, orgasm from clitoral stimulation. So it would make sense that they would do the same on the pig. And then I was like, would it be possible for a pig to be more likely to orgasm purely through piggy sex because of where the clitoris is located, presuming that the clitoris is located on a pig in the same place that it's located with a human being? And then I remembered what I know about doggy style in human beings, where it's like if you take them from behind, then there is a certain level of stimulation just because of the tapping, as it were, of the scrotal pouch, as I brought it up earlier. It was like the scrotal pouch on the clitoris, which provides a level of clitoral stimulation when it comes to taking them from behind. So that was my thought. It was like, oh, that makes sense. That it's actually probably, theoretically, in theory, it would be easier for a human being, if my theory is correct in regards to, and this all literally stems down to, how did they find out that a pig caught? Do you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to Google it. Right, we're going into full education. How did they discover that a pig can orgasm for 60 minutes? This is where we're going. This is what's going to get me. This is where we're going to get banned off Twitch for talking about pig orgasms. Okay, so they found out, from what I'm seeing, they found out by actually putting brain scanning equipment, brain sensors, on a pig to find out which parts of the brain were stimulated, and because there's similarities between humans and pigs, they could work out where was stimulated for the longest period of time during what they presumed to be a pig orgasm. That's not even a female pig. That's not even a pig with a vulva. That is an ejaculate. The orgasm from a pig that ejaculates is between 30 and 90 minutes. So that's not even... That's not even the concept of clitoral or penetrative orgasm. That is purely jizzing. Why does it need to be that long? Good question. I would imagine, Lux, then this is my non-scientific brain making conclusions, all right? With the fact that they have 8 billion sperm and the fact that the orgasm, the ejaculation orgasm lasts that long, it'll probably be to do with evolution, that when the pig jizzes, it stays inside the pig vagina for as long as humanly possible, or for as long as piggily possible, as long as hoggily possible, so that they have the best chance of securing the next generation. So like knotting in canines, I would imagine so. Yes, yeah, piggily possible. Yeah, as long as piggily possible. They wanna. The evolution has made it so that they have 8 billion sperm, and they don't want to finish as quickly as they start. So they pork for as long as they can. Yeah, effectively. Yeah. Fucking, they don't want to waste any. Exactly. Although saying that, of the 8 billion, only one of them is going to get chosen. All right? The shit we talk about, fucking tell me about it. Tell me about it. So yeah, so in which case, they wouldn't have had to worry about, like, stimulating a lady pig. That is just a penis pig. A pig with a penis. That they found that out. So, fuck knows. In which case, my theory goes to shit. My entire theory of because like from that dynamic, my theory was then going, cool, if they worked this out from penetrative sex of a female pig, and they worked out that the female pig could orgasm for that long within that period of time, then there would be argument to say that evolutionarily a human with a vulva is more likely to orgasm when being taken from behind in a heteronormative dynamic. However, because of the fact that it's actually to do with a pig with a penis orgasming for as long as piggily possible, there's a lot of peas going on here. It turns out that my entire theory has gone to shit. Never mind. We have gone full circle, friends. Full circle. I take back all of my theories. Not a thing. Pigness. Exactly. A pigness. When they do the pigness.
Oh, you followed me.
You know.
Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you so much for the follow. I love the fact, like, this is where you follow in. Talking about scientific theories about orgasming pigs. And, and this is where you choose to follow. I appreciate you. I won't call you out just in case you're lurking, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Excuse me. Excuse me. The theory can still be correct regardless. That is true. The theory could still be correct regardless, but it will need more testing. It will need more testing. You know? I love the conversations we have. Been lurking a little while, in which case I appreciate you, Yellow Beans, and thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Phoenix of the Fens has redeemed another whimsical fact 16 minutes ago. Phoenix of the Fens, are you still here? Are you still here? The conversations are why I come here. For science! For science! And less testicles. Do you know what I was genuinely surprised at? The size of sheep's testicles. When I was in Ireland last summer, we walked by a load of fields full of sheeps with penises, and good lord, the size of their bollocks were fucking huge. The bollocks were almost the same size as their thighs. I was shooketh. Shooketh. SJ, yeah, between 30 and 90 minutes, according to what I've just Googled. Yeah. Shooketh. Redeem donor go with speech, Titsy Kitty. Damn you. Damn you. Friends, Ditsy Kitty has used their channel points to redeem Donor Go with Speech, which means I need to talk about this. You beautiful individuals have raised all of the money I should possibly need to get a hotel in TwitchCon, for TwitchCon. But before I spend that money, I want to make sure that I can actually get there. Unfortunately, things are really fucking expensive at the moment, so I can't, like, put too much of my own money towards it. I'm desperately trying, but I'm looking at doing more, like, sponsorship streams and stuff like that. Potentially in the next couple of weeks, so there might be a sponsorship stream coming in the next couple of weeks. I've ordered costume parts specifically for one that should be coming, and all of that money will go towards TwitchCon as well. That's the plan. But yeah, so the donation goal at the moment is to help me with the travel of getting over to TwitchCon EU. And this is the reason why it's a weird price, because that's the exact price that it was when I looked it up. And yeah, we'll be looking to try and get that sorted. So if you would like to donate, and you don't have to, your life has to come first, and I realize that everything's super fucking expensive at the moment, but if you would like to donate and you have spare money and you would like to throw it my way, then that is what we're currently raising money for. Okay, you don't have to, it's all good. Thank you very much, Dizzy Kitty, for putting me on the spot like that, you awkward individual. God. You cheeky devil, you. Phoenix Events, you redeemed another whimsical fact, so let me pull up another whimsical fact. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See. This whimsical fact is decidedly apt. Okay? We've just been talking about pigs having sex. And talking about scientists and why they would discover the fact that pigs have 30 to 90-minute orgasms. We've just been talking about all these things. If you've just joined us, that's what we've just been talking about. Our whimsical fact about sex that I've just pulled up now is this. Oh, fucking swallow a bit of dust. As I'm going. God damn it, that was not nice. And a bit of tea. Whimsical fact about sex. Bestiality is risky. As we're talking about pigs fucking, let's talk about bestiality for a second, alright? Bestiality is risky. It's generally frowned upon, as it fucking should be. But here is one more reason to abstain from bestiality. A 2011 study found that sex with animals, such as chickens, pigs, and horses, are linked to penile cancer. They assume that it's to do with microtrauma to the penis during these acts that lets in foreign microorganisms. Some microorganisms, such as HPV, can cause cancer in human beings. It's illegal for practical as well as moral reasons. Yes, animals cannot consent to you fucking them. So, guess what, friends? Don't fuck animals. What the fuck? Yeah. This was a study. This was a study that was done. An actual study was done about the effects of having sex with animals, such as pigs, chickens, and horses. And it increases your risk of penis cancer. Isn't bestiality theorized to be the reason that HIV became a thing? No, that is a myth, Sly Magpie, that was invented to push the prejudice against gay people. So, yeah. That's why they actually did a study. Let me see if I can get the link. Is this a link that will bring with it? Oh my god. For many people... I want the study, please. So this is from livescience.com. All right, this was a November 2011 article from livescience.com in the viruses, infections, and diseases cancer section. All right. So for many people, bestiality is a bad, and I'm literally reading this word for word. For many people, bestiality is a bad joke, but for some, it could be a matter of life or death. According to a new study that finds that men who had sex with animals in their lifetimes were twice as likely to develop cancer of the penis as others. The study of 492 men from rural Brazil found that 35% of study participants who ranged from 18 to 80 years old and included both penile cancer patients and healthy men reported having sex with animals in their lifetimes. 35% of them reported having sex with animals in their lifetimes. A team of urologists from the centers around Brazil co-authored the paper, which looked at risk factors for penile cancer in men who had visited 16 urology and oncology centers in 12 Brazilian cities. In addition to SWA, which is sex with animals, 3 other risk factors for penile cancer were found: smoking, the presence of premalignant lesions on the penis, and phimosis, a condition where the foreskin cannot be retracted over the penis. Men who had sex with animals also reported a higher incidence of sexually transmitted diseases, unsurprisingly, because they don't really put like protective measures in animals. Of the 118 penile cancer patients, 45% reported having sex with animals compared to the 32% of healthy men who visited the medical centers for benign conditions, checkups, or cancer prevention. 59% of men who had sex with animals did so for 1 to 5 years, while 21% continued the behavior, also known as zoophilia, for more than 5 years. The subjects reported a variety of frequencies for their sex acts, ranging from monthly to daily. The researchers found no association between penile cancer and the number of animals that men used over that time. The species, which included mares, cows, pigs, and chickens, among other animals, or the number of other men who also participated. However, the high rate of reported sexually transmitted diseases in men who had sex with animals could be a result of group sex, said lead author Stenio de Casio Zekai, a urologist in Sao Paulo. More than 30% of subjects practiced sex with animals in groups. This is a fucking huge article, by the way, friends. Yeah, so they would all get together and shag animals. "30 US states under the animal cruelty legislation have enacted laws that prohibit sex." Only 30? Only 30 US states actually prohibit sexual contact between human and animals. According to, well, this was 2011. That might have changed. This article was written in 2011, but in 2011, only 30 states prohibited sexual contact between humans and animals, according to the Michigan State University College of Law. Okay, yeah, I'll pull it there. Can we change the from away from animals? Yeah, entirely fair. I was actually more like looking at the cancer side of it, but yes, I do respect the fact that this is 100% animal cruelty. And friends, don't have fucking sex with animals. An animal cannot consent to having sex with you, and therefore it is not fucking okay in any way, shape, or form. All right. We'll move swiftly on, but yeah, that. Don't have sex with animals, even if you want to have sex with animals, because it could give you penis cancer. There you go. And also, they can't consent. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, that was wild. That was a fucking trip and a half that I wasn't expecting. That was a trip and a half that I wasn't expecting. Jesus H. Christ and wee little donkey. Really didn't want to know that, but thank you for getting me out of my head. I really needed that tonight. That's all right, SJ. That's all right. That's all good. That was crazy, right? I mean, like, it's one of those things that I'm like, I'm glad I know the information, but at the same time, I'm like, fuck my life. That is wild to me. Fucking wild. Ladies and gentlemen, all genders outside and between, Niburin has redeemed a praise the mods. Could you do me a massive favor and throw out some mod loves in the channel? Say a massive thank you to those wonderful moderators. You can use any kind of mod loves from any kind of channel. You can use any kind of love hearts from any kind of channel. Say a massive thank you to those wonderful mods. Mods! Thank you so much for all that you do for me and this community. Especially now you stopped us from talking about fucking bestiality. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for all you do for me and the community, both in and out of stream, behind the scenes for me, and also in the community Discord. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. That was from 2016. Did the DM not go through? You might have to approve it, Music Man. If you go into your section in the Discord, you might have to approve it.
You little stalker.
But yeah, friends, if that didn't scare you off, thank you very much for the follow. We talk about all manner of fucking shit here, and if you're new here, the only thing that we don't talk about is fucking politics. Talk about fucking everything else. Jesus Christ, literally in this scenario. Jesus Christ. But yeah, there we go. We have found out that pigs have the longest orgasms for a casual penis ejaculation, and bestiality is even worse than I thought it was. You know? Swiftly moving on. Right, where were we before we started talking about this? You know what I mean? Do one of the people at this point do any form of experiments where they get anyone to fuck animals? Honestly, I'm so sorry. Yeah, 100%. Can completely fucking understand it. And do you know what? Like, let's be very, very fucking clear about it, all right? Let's be clear about it. This was from medical professionals who basically collated data. This wasn't like the art from what I was reading in that article. It was from medical professionals that collated data. They didn't go out to find people that were like that. They literally just collated the data. Okay. But yeah, I've got to scroll right the way back. Point of order, did the scientists discover that male pigs have extra long orgasms or just incredibly long ejaculations, since orgasms and ejaculations are not synonymous? Orgasms and ejaculations are not synonymous. You're entirely correct, Authenticar. However, the ejaculation itself is just a physical reaction and will happen as quickly as possible. As quickly as the body of the animal, whatever animal that may be, is able to ejaculate, it will do it as quickly as possible, just because of the way that anatomy works. The whole thing of ejaculation is to get it as much out as quickly as it can get out there to increase the rate of increase the chance of procreation. Whereas when it comes to like orgasm is the pleasurable sensation, and therefore that is the thing that will affect the brain, not necessarily the ejaculation. The ejaculation is one part of it. The rest of it is the orgasm itself is the thing that affects the brain, all the brain chemicals and stuff like that, you know. In sci-fi fantasy, there's something called the Harkness test. Oh yeah. No, we know the Harkness test. Yeah. We need a crack for when you're reading back old messages so I can crack the whip. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm only reading back old messages to get off the topic, you know. When it comes to position and orgasms, I've always wondered how the bend of a man's penis can help with an orgasm, because as a bi-man, I've seen several bends from left to right, upwards, like a ski slope. Not exactly experienced enough to put a theory onto it. So, Sly Magpie, the bend in a man's penis can come from many different things. Sometimes it's genetics. Sometimes it's, if we're being completely honest about it, sometimes it's how much they masturbate when their penis is growing. because it'll tend to bend with the shape of the hand. If they're right-handed or left-handed, you will tend to, from what I've seen anyway, you will tend to find that people who are right-handed have a left-leaning penis, and people who are left-handed have a right-leaning penis, because that's their dominant hand. And as they're growing in their teenage years, as the penis grows, the more they use their hand with it, which tends to be the thing for the vast majority of young people with penises, the bend will tend to go with it. So I wish I had a fucking banana to show you. But yeah, if you've got a hand, it will bend with the hand, because if it doesn't, it bends the other way. Do you know what I mean? And it sort of goes in with it. Whereas with the hand, it'll bend with the hand, generally speaking. You know what I mean? Do you want me to come down naked? I mean, for science, no, it's all right, Chunk. It's all right. I'm like, here is the anatomy of a person with a penis. Y'all's bodies are wild? Yeah. Bodies are wild. In regards to, like, stimulation and stuff like that, that entirely depends on the position. Like, there are also like medical conditions that can make the bend in a penis, like, quite dramatic. Like, borderline fucking right angle and shit like that. There are medical conditions that can have that can actually make penises like bend at dramatic angles, and in that case sexual intercourse can be quite problematic. But there are ways to do it. You just got to be really careful about it. Do you know what I mean? Even if it has been broke, yeah, you can break a penis. You can break a penis, and it takes a long time for it to fucking heal. I don't really want to think about it, but it is possible. Have a loop-de-loop or a spindly goblin cock. Coiled like a corkscrew. There are legends about the spiral peens. I know, right? Legends in the ether of the great spiral penis. The spindly goblin cock. Exactly, right? Exactly. You know? But yeah, so in regards to a bend of the penis, it can be a whole load of different things. It can be genetics and what have you, but it can also be what you do with it so very specifically what you do with it while you are in those developmental stages when your penis is growing from a child's penis into an adult's penis. That whole adolescent phase can, like, literally what you do with your cock can change the bend in it. But I think, if I remember correctly, it's something like 92% or something like that of penises. Let me get an accurate one. What percentage of people have a bend in their penis? My Google search history, friends, is another thing entirely. And we're not talking like a massive bend. We're talking like a slight pushing to one side or other, you know? Peyronie's disease is the specific thing that I was thinking of where it comes to like an active curve, like a fucking half moon thingy. But generally speaking, I think it's... I can't find the statistic at the moment. Manly settings, I don't want to fucking disallow all. Cool. Oh, I don't want to fucking answer all of your stupid fucking questions. Why do I have to answer an entire fucking survey when I just want statistics about how many people have a curve in their penis? Roughly 1 in 5 men. Roughly 1 in 6 men, according to Medical News Today, have a curve in their penis that actively causes pain or discomfort when they have an erection or have sex. Most men say According to Men's Health magazine, is your curved penis normal? She notes that in studies where men self-recorded, 87% of men said they believed their penis to be straight, and 13% said it curved to the side, much more often to the left than the right, which is what I was saying about right-handed versus left-handed. However, in photographs where penises were observed from the side, it was found that curves are more common than previously thought. Approximately 70% were straight penises, whereas 25% were curved upwards and 5% were curved downwards. I thought it was more than that. I definitely read somewhere that it was something like 90% of penises bend either one way or another. And we're not talking up and down, we're talking to a side or another. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was only in one area. Okay. Deep digging it now. This is my new hyperfocus. Now everything I'm pulling up is talking about medical diseases that cause curvature in penises. So about 25%, the one that we've got here, about 25% of people with penises curve one way or another. Ah, there we go. Okay, so according to promescent.com, where they talk about having curved penises and how much of a curve is too much and stuff like that, almost all penises have some sort of natural curve to them. And you should only go see a doctor if you are getting pain from erections or sexual function. Or it's interfering with sexual function and causing you to experience erectile dysfunction in some way, shape, or form. They had curved swords. Curved swords. Exactly. So we've got mixed reports there. One urologist says that it's about 25% of penises when photographed. And then the other article that I just mentioned said nearly all penises have some sort of natural curve to them. You know? As an aside pointless post, I love some of the shiny Pokemon. That is an aside post. I didn't even realize we were Pokemon. Google to the rescue. Honestly, the amount of times, I'm so glad that I am so publicly a sex educator and so publicly talking about this stuff right out in the open, because I am also hyper aware of the fact that my Google search history is full of the most random shit. All to do with sex. Nearly always to do with sex as well. So fucking weird. Person talking about upward ski slope. Must have had that or something, because almost easy. That's one of the easiest ways to get a pen. From what I understand, if you have a penis that curves up ever so slightly, that is the style of penis that is most likely to cause a penetrative orgasm, because of the fact that it is rubbing along the wall where in a heteronormative missionary style position, it's the most likely to cause that, because it is rubbing along the vaginal wall that is closest to the internal part of the clitoris. But it's not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. You know? The study you just mentioned only talks about up and down, not left and right. They're not mutually exclusive. Oh, definitely, Kindred. They're definitely not mutually exclusive by any stretch of the imagination. And probably could get enough dates just using a pic received of female scientists, went on to Tinder and other dating sites and used what they received in their PMs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The data. Yeah. 100%. 100%. It's like, what's that? This was a medically professional dick pic. Check out my medically professional dick pic. It's fine, right? It's all okay. It's all okay. When I was doing research for my final major project at uni, I swear one search away from a police wanting a word with me. Oh, I feel that. I feel that nearly every stream. Nearly every stream. You know? I'm a writer is my standard search history defense. Yeah, I'm a sex educator on the internet. Look at me talking about sex. There is literally proof of me talking about sex and searching these things. That's one of the reasons why I say out loud the searches that I'm doing, just so we're all aware that one of the reasons why I literally type it out and I say what I am typing as I am typing it is so there is documented evidence, so that if on the off chance there is ever a reason why people are like, hold on a minute, why is Val and Vane talking about this word? Like, why are they Googling this stuff? Do we need to have a word? I can be like, look, here is video proof of me doing this thing live on stream with an audience talking about this stuff from a scientific and educational point of view. All right? All right? All right. All right. We're all good. Good Lord. You know? You know? We are your alibi. You are my alibi. You literally are my fucking alibi. Oh, friends, should we go raid somebody? Let's go raid somebody. Let's go. Let's call it there, and let's go do a cheeky little raid over to somebody. All right. Friends, before we go anywhere though, could you do me a massive favor and throw out some mod loves in the channel? You can use any kind of mod loves from any kind of channel. I realize we've just done it, but the mods deserve more love, so give them more love. Give them more love. All of the love. Friends, mods, once again, thank you so much for all that you do. Thanks so much for all you do in and out of stream. All the stuff you do behind the scenes. All of the stuff that you do for me and the community, both in and out of stream. In the Discord and for me behind the scenes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Let me have a quick look at who we can go throw some love at. Ooh, we haven't got to see you in a very, very, very long time. We could go see you. You're fun, but you are also doing other things as well. Just mute all my tabs so that it's not gonna, excuse me, cause any further things. Let's go see this person. How long have they been online? They might be finishing very, very shortly. But we can go see this person instead. This person's great. This person's great. And also will fully understand us talking about the things we talk about. Friends, if you are a subscriber, please copy and paste the first raid message. If you are not a subscriber, please copy and paste the second raid message. That's the first bot of Vane raid message for subscribers. The second bot of Vane raid message for non-subscribers. We're going to go raid another wonderful member of my delightful stream team. If you can stick around for the raid, even if it's on like 5-10 minutes, I would very, 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 very much appreciate it. Let's go raid Kupatanis. Let's go raid Kupo. Kupo is a wonderful, wonderful human being and well worth all of your love and attention, even if it's only like 5-10 minutes, like I said. Like I said, let's go throw them some love. Let's go do the bits and pieces, all right? Ooh, interesting. Okay, let's go see Kupo. All right, I think my mod love was too big. That is fair. That is entirely fair. The mod love is there for them, though, and that's what is appreciated. Friends, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for the raids, the subs, the gift subs, all the cheeky little bees. Thank you so much for spending all your time here. I very, 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 very much appreciate you. You're beautiful and spectacular, and thank you very much for the bizarre and interesting conversations that we have had tonight. I have very much appreciated them. Let's go throw some love at Kupatanis. Please do not forget, I am not here tomorrow or Wednesday. I will be back on Thursday for an extra stream on Thursday and an extra stream on Friday. I don't normally stream Thursdays and Fridays, but because I'm not streaming Tuesday and Wednesday because I'm helping out McSteffels while she goes away for a work conference somewhere, I am gonna go help her out, look after her son while she's away, And then I'll come back and play more random, peculiar, and interesting things on Thursday and Friday. All right? All right, you beautiful beans. Also, don't forget that our next Mythical Monday is on May the 13th, and our next movie night is May the 19th, you cheeky devils. Until then, until Thursday, you cheeky devils. Until Thursday, don't do anything I wouldn't do, because if I wouldn't do it, I'll fucking kill you. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye-bye.